Hello everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having an amazing day so far. Give me 1 second. Perfect, I can hear myself, which means I ain't going to be talking to myself the entire night, which is great because that has happened before. So anything I can do to mitigate it, it's fine if I hear myself for a few seconds. But I hope you guys had a nice chill Sunday, and I'm glad to see that you guys have joined today. We're gonna get straight into the build really quickly. I'm just setting stuff up so people don't get. I accidentally created like 2 live streams or something on my channel, so I'm trying to get rid of one so that it doesn't confuse people. 1 second. But yeah, when you're multi-streaming, there's a lot going on, so got to make sure everything makes sense. There we go. Okay, we can finally move into the build. So today is going to be the last time that we're going to be doing this build, which is actually quite crazy because it's been quite a journey with this house in particular. Like, there was so much to do. Wait, how many streams have we done on this? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Wow, that's about like 7 or 8 streams just on this build. But I mean, you guys have to kind of like, hold on, let me move on to the gameplay screen. Also, I'm going to restart the chat really quickly. Your chats will still be there, but on the screen, I just want everyone to be able to see everything nice and easily, because right now I'm not really getting Twitch chat, which is a bit weird. But Sasha, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining over on Twitch. I appreciate you. Stacia, hello from YouTube. Glad to see both of you guys here today. We're gonna immediately start off. I don't know if the Twitch chats are gonna show up on the screen, so I do apologize. I did refresh it, but sometimes it does, you know, it doesn't always listen to me, unfortunately. So let's get straight into the game. Now, if you guys were here yesterday, you guys would know that we had a very a little fun trip with designing this build. Like, we have some very unique designs for the first floor areas. I'll do like a quick rundown really quickly just before we move on into doing like the rest of the home. So far we started off with the kitchen area, which ended up turning out something like this. Kind of reminds me of a bit more of like a Mediterranean home. Maybe you guys can agree or disagree with me. I don't mind. I like the way it looks, so I definitely do think it looks great. The only thing is that it is a really big room, so we had to make as much use of the space as possible. Kristen, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining today. But yeah, so this was the first area that we did. And you know what? Ever since buying Royalty, I've never used these standalone panel things before. Oh, I need to make this one orange, actually. My bad. I can't believe I didn't notice that, but at least I did now. So, you know, we can change it in the video before it gets uploaded to the gallery and stuff. But yeah, so first time ever using these like little standalone panel things, and I really like the way they look. So I'm going to try to use them a little bit more. George, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining today. Hope you had a great Sunday. Hope all of you guys had a great Sunday. Nice chill live stream to end off the day for me, at least. But yeah, so the kitchen area ends up looking at this. We have these 2 bedrooms over here. You know what, I'm not even gonna lie, probably some of my favorite bedroom designs that we have done in a while, because it doesn't feel super modern and futuristic, but at the same time it doesn't feel like very traditional. You know, it's kind of like a nice mix of it with all the different colors that we have going on. It's very vibrant. Definitely not my usual type of style, which is something interesting. I think it turned out pretty cool. I mean, yeah, there are a few empty gaps here and there, like on the walls and stuff, which we can always go back and fix. Like, it's not a problem. I just wanted to get like the main structure down with you guys. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm noticing that we don't have a dresser. I prioritized an easel instead of a dresser. So we're gonna have to go back here and like maybe change up something around here. We're going to add a dresser there before we move on to the upstairs. That's what we're going to be doing today, by the way. We're going to move on to the upstairs level. But yeah, so we also did the, what is this called? The landing. Sorry, not the landing. This is the foyer area. It's a relatively big room. We did end up going for the brown arches in this area in particular with like the nice statues and stuff. I think this area turned out pretty nice and cool. Didn't want to overpopulate it too much, but I can definitely see like 2 different statues like on either of these like white bits around here. I think that could be pretty cool right beneath these very modern chandeliers, which are the ones that came from the Storybook and Nursery kit, in case you guys are wondering. We have a little, I say little, but it's quite a big laundry room with a shower in it because it's very fancy. And then we have the combo of the gym and the garage area, which I think looks very nice. Like, you guys can obviously add a bit more characteristics to this build and this room in particular, but for me, I'm really happy with the way it is right now. Kelly, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here today. Hope you had a great Sunday. I appreciate you being here tonight. But yeah, so we also have, I'm just showcasing the entire build to anyone who hasn't really seen the update and stuff, which I'm sure you guys would probably really appreciate it. We have the main sort of like living dining room area, I guess. Like, you know, I really love the lighting on this. I mean, that's kind of like the main reason why I tried to make this part of the home like a greenhouse-esque type of design, because I really like the lighting that kind of hits into this room in particular, or this space at least. And yeah, we also went with a lot of the magic kit when it came to this dining table area. I just feel like it felt really fancy. Hey, welcome to the stream over on TikTok. Thank you so much for the kind comment and joining on the stream. But yeah, so we have, oh yeah, we're gonna add like an outdoor seating area over here as well. We kind of left this middle hallway area a little bit emptier. I'll probably come back and add like a few paintings and wall sconces and stuff, but for the time being, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I feel like it's not really that necessary. We have the primary bathroom on the first floor, which of course, once again, very fancy, very vibrant. And we have a little nursery over here. We have the library and library and living room combo, which I think is amazing. I really love how this turned out. I'm noticing that we have quite a lot of these like combo type of rooms throughout this entire build, and I just really like that for it. Obviously, as you guys can see over here, we have like a bit of like a sunken area for the living room area. I truly love this room personally. Like the way this just kind of looks from, especially like far away, it just feels very grand, and yeah, it just really fits that modern yet traditional vibe that I tend to go for in most of my builds. And yeah, I feel like we got really creative when it came to this part of the home in particular. But now, before we move on into the upstairs, actually, I was going to say we're going to move on to the upstairs, but we're not, because we need to add a little dresser into this room. Let's go to the bedrooms very quickly. Dresser. And we are going to select something from over here very quickly. You know, the office library is very luxurious, 100%, very grand, very luxurious. It's like, it also has a bit of an element factor to it as well with those panelings. I just really love how it turned out, to be honest. It just feels a bit more unique than what I do usually, you know, and that's kind of like the main point, and I'm happy that it kind of turned out that way. But yeah, you know what, I'm going to replace that little seater, the love seat that we had over there, with maybe like a dresser like this. I wouldn't really go for something like this in general, but we have this like a wired or like framed headboard and like the footer of the bed and stuff, so I'm trying to find stuff that kind of match it, and I feel like this one kind of feels a bit more appropriate. Maybe if we can find like a good color that kind of matches it, maybe like the yellow. And we can add like a little poof like right over here, maybe in like a bluish / greenish color. Could look kind of cool, just to kind of blend in with the actual mattress topper, you know, or the mattress sheet cover, whatever the hell that thing is called, you know, when you put it over the mattress. So one of those. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this little room for the time being. I don't want to waste too much time like trying to add in like every single like mini tiny detail on them, because I always go back to them anyway. So we're going to move on into the upstairs. So here's what the upstairs is looking like so far. We had quite a bit of issues when it came to like the roofing bug and stuff so far, but we managed to pull through, and this is pretty much what we ended up coming up with. I hope you guys do like the overall design of it so far. I mean, we can change stuff around here and there, but it's very tricky to do that because you will see that there are a few like glitches and stuff with the roofing. So we had to kind of design it in a way that kind of eliminated most of those bugs, but they still kind of exist, you know. So so if a room has like a really odd shape, just that's like the main reason why. So I hope you guys can bear with it for this home and like the next couple builds until the update releases. I wanted to do something completely different from this build actually, especially for this like landing area, and we just couldn't. So I hope you guys can understand and just bear with me for a moment. Once these updates get fixed and stuff with the roofing, we'll definitely move on into making something look a little bit more grand, because I wanted my landing area to kind of have like a curved bit that kind of like was a little bit bigger, like it was like a more like a 2-story ceiling area, and we were only able to like kind of salvage this middle part, unfortunately, which is still good, don't get me wrong. I still really love this design, like especially looking downwards like that. Literally reminds me of like a library, low-key, with how big it is. But yeah, we're gonna make it work hopefully. So Oh yeah, by the way, the white and the white floors on white walls, they're just like temporary. We're not gonna actually stick with, like, you guys can really see what we did over here. Like, we changed it up a bit depending on each of the rooms. So that's pretty much what we're gonna do on the second floor as well. I kind of just use these as like a little template because these are like pretty much my go-to, to be honest, in most of my build. And these geometric lights as well, so good to be using them. And yeah, so this is going to be an open bathroom area. We thought that this could be like a bedroom, maybe like another bedroom on this side, maybe like 2 teenager slash toddler bedrooms on either side. This is going to be a movie theater room. What is this going to be? Like the little, it's like a half bathroom for the at-home movie theater. What was this going to be? I completely forgot what the hell this is going to be because it has access to this balcony area. And actually, let me, you know what, let me move that over a little bit just so it's not hugging the wall. And I think this will probably be like the primary bedroom suite. Oh no, this was the primary bedroom suite, my bad. This was where we're gonna have like the very luxurious bathroom, walk-in wardrobe area over here, bedroom is going to be over here, which makes me think, I wonder if I should extend that out a little bit more. There we go, something like that. Okay, my bad. And then this is going to be the nursery. So I guess this could be just be like another fancy room, I guess. Oh yeah, and we didn't add doors to this room because this was like the last thing that we did yesterday. We weren't going to move upstairs, but we just wanted to add a few things to it before finishing it up. And that's kind of what we did. Rhetorical Barbie. Love the name. Thank you so much. I appreciate you liking the build. Morgan, good afternoon to you too. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Thanks so much for tuning in today. And Kelly, thanks so much for the heart me, by the way. I really do appreciate it, if I haven't mentioned it already. But yeah, so let's get started. Enough waffling, you know, enough waffling. I think we're going to start off with maybe the at-home movie theater. And then we can kind of like work our way over towards this side, you know? Or we can start with the primary bedroom suite. I'll start with the movie theater. And then you guys can let me know what you guys want to see afterwards. And then we can just move on to that, okay? Sounds good? So let's go into the TV unit area. I always use this one. I mean, I have to. Come on. Like, this literally looks like the perfect thing you would have at like an at-home movie theater type of thing. And another thing that works very nicely with these at-home movie theaters is the this one in particular, this wall speaker. It came with the party kit. I feel like 90% of the community probably doesn't have this kit. I do like this object though a lot. Like, it's really good. So I do use it quite a bit within my at-home movie theaters, or even like a movie theater in general, to be honest. Like, it's just really convenient. So yeah, we will be placing these pretty much like right opposite each other. Doesn't really matter if we don't get the height correctly at the moment. It does have a like one singular window, but we will fix that, so that's not a problem. So obviously we do not want these really huge marble tiles in a movie theater. Otherwise, well, if you're thinking, thing is, yeah, like when you're building The Sims, if you don't think like realistic, it's not going to feel realistic, you know. Like, if you have tiles in like this in real life, it will echo a lot. So you want something that probably has like sound or something like that, just so it's like a bit more soundproof. What did I just call this? Sorry, you'll have carpet so that it's a bit more soundproof. So this could be a good option, maybe like in a dark green or a dark blue. What do we go for this? So I went for a bit of orange, we went green, and we also have a bit of this like turquoisey dark bluish color, also almost like a dark bluish color. I know it does stem towards a bit more like a green and darker green, but basically any vibrant color would work is what I kind of gathered from that room. So even a brown could work, to be fair, as well. But I feel like the brown is kind of like an accent wall type of thing. I don't want to like introduce it to the flooring. Even in our area over here, yeah, we didn't even use any wooden flooring. So nowhere in this entire build would we even use wooden flooring at all. So I think this, either the green or the blue, could look very nice. So we're going to go for the green. For the walls, what do we use over here? Right. I keep looking, by the way, because I want like a bit more consistency throughout this entire build without it looking the exact same. So we use a bit of green. I wonder if we use like this same paneling but in a dark black color, maybe that could look kind of interesting. Or even like a dark brown, to be fair, could look kind of cool as well. Maybe something like that could look pretty decent, to be fair. And we can even test it out with maybe not the dark green's not too bad either, to be honest, isn't it? It's not that bad. I'm what's up? Hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining today as well. Hope you had a great Sunday or having one so far. We can even go for the black as well, but I don't want to make it feel very monochromatic. So I think we're going to go for the green, which is kind of contradictory because it does feel very monochromatic right now, but you know, it's going to get better for sure. And I'm noticing that, you know what, it might be a bit more appropriate to place it within the panels itself. So like every other panel, there's like a movie speaker. So let's just do the same thing over here as well. Something like that. There we go. And we can actually place like movie posters in between. Could look kind of nice. And then for the spotlights, we're not going to have any spotlights. And I know it's going to be a bit dark right now, but instead we're going to go into objects by function, lighting. And let's select table lamps. There is one that came, I believe it's the one that came from the high school years, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's not high school years. This is Desert Lux kit. There we go. So I use this one quite a bit as well within the at-home movie theaters. I mean, it just kind of makes it feel like one, you know? I don't really like placing lights right next to the door, so we're not going to do that either. We could just move this, to be fair. Just so we have the ability to place a light like really close by towards the wall. You like the green in the theater? Yeah, I think so too. Like, it's a really dark color anyway, so it's not like a standout-ish green, you know? It feels very muted. I think it's going to look pretty decent for this build. But yeah, right now it's still very, very, very dark, which is not a problem. We're going to fix that by using... We could use these. You know, that kind of does a pretty good job of like... Oh, you know what? That's so nice. The ambient lighting in there is really good. I really like the way that's looking. And then... at the back of the build, we can use... See, the thing is that with this build, I'm just trying to get creative. I'm not trying to like think about it too hard, you know? Just like whatever comes to my mind, I'm just like trying to test it out and see what kind of like sticks, you know? So over here, we're going to place one of these wall sconces, and you might think that it might not match right now, but we're going to be lowering its thingy anyway. So actually, we don't even need to be honest. I was going to say we need to lower the amount of light it produces, but I don't think so. I think this is a pretty decent amount of light. You can see that these already create a very nice ambient lighting anyway. And towards the back end over here, we're going to immediately go into the counters really quickly. Are your builds on the gallery? I'm on Xbox, not console. Yeah, my builds are on the gallery. Yeah, they should be available for console and any console users as well. I don't use custom content in particular, so unless stated very clearly in like the post or in like the live streams or in the videos in general. So yeah, all of my builds are available for any type of user. So yeah, it should be hopefully very convenient and easy to just like grab them off the gallery. But yeah, so I'm just going to use this little cabinet piece over here, and I'm just going to change it to this like ashy, sorry, what is this called? It's not ashy. Is it like ash gray or something like that? No, that's not the word that I'm trying to think of though. Completely forgot what it was called. But anyway, it's like a off grayish color, you know? So we're gonna use this ice cream machine and a popcorn machine, because I mean, come on, if you're living in a house this big, I'm sure you probably have enough money to have your own like machines like this in your own theater, you know? So yeah, just trying to make it live up to that luxurious vibrant element. So I also like placing a sink in these rooms as well. It might sound like weird and stuff, but I genuinely feel like if you're like, it's really convenient, you know, like in real life, if you could like just like grab a drink and stuff. I know from a water tap you're not going to grab a lot of drinks, but you know, it's the idea that like kind of comes across interesting. But yeah, I'm just going to try to find a sink that kind of works. I mean, this one kind of works decently here, so let's just use this one. Hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. I would say your name, but I'll completely butcher it. I'm not the greatest pronouncer, unfortunately. But yeah, so for this at-home movie theater area. I know it might still look a little bit dark, but it is a movie theater, you know, like it does have to have a bit of ambient lighting to it and not have too much like bright lighting. And that also reminds me, we need to change the ceiling color as well. But before we do that, I'm gonna just pick a comfortable looking. Should we continue going with the greens? Could do that, or we can either go for the greens or the black. I think the green is gonna look nice though, because this green kind of stands out from the rug that we use. I completely forgot my trail of thought there for a second, but yeah, we're going to be using this, and then we're going to add a poof right next to it. It's one of these designs that I have really enjoyed doing in the past, so I just tend to like do it for most of my at-home movie theaters. So yeah, we're gonna go for maybe like a black, just so it kind of like contrasts very nicely together. I know they're both really dark colors, but it still kind of contrasts because there's quite a big difference between them. And I don't know what you guys would do around here. Sometimes I do stuff like this, which I think sometimes feels a little bit silly to do. Like, it just doesn't really make a lot of sense. I try to imagine as in like a lot of wealthy family homes, they have like shelving units around here, like beneath it, and it kind of just like stores like wires, cables and stuff like that for the TV unit area, but it also stores like consoles, like gaming consoles and stuff. I personally I don't know, like sometimes I do this design, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I like place pillows and stuff around, like, so let's say like these ones. I completely forgot what this ABC pack is from. It's one of the kid stuff packs, but I completely forgot its name, so I do apologize. But yeah, I like adding like these little pillows in the corners. I don't really mind if these are too vibrant, because they are pillows after all, you know, it's not that deep to have colored pillows everywhere. But basically just adding a few of these objects here and there, just to make it feel a little bit more cozier, you know. And we can even go to, not audio, but let's go to objects by function again. Oh my god, I hope it doesn't crash. That would be awful. I'm gonna save really quickly, because sometimes it starts and I'm like, yep, that's a sign to just save the game very quickly. It only takes a second, so please everyone just save your games if you ever need to, before it's too late, you know. Luthando, Jack, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. You're the best designer, by the way. Oh, that's so kind. Thank you so much. I appreciate that kind comment a lot. Thank you so much. I try my best, you know, here and there. But there are so many great creators on in The Sims as well. But I appreciate your kind comments so much. But yeah, so we're gonna go to the electronics really quickly. What was I gonna do? Was it the MISC? I think it was like the gaming object pieces. I completely forgot where they are though for a second. I don't normally use them, if you couldn't tell, which is kind of the main reason why I'm just like a bit like, where the hell are they? I don't like adding speakers and stuff in the thingy, the at-home movie theater, so we're not going to be doing that. Am I blind? There were like consoles, right? There are consoles in the game. I just don't remember where they are. Might be appliances? I don't think so though. Yeah, definitely not in appliances. See, the thing is, I also have the Better Build by mod. Sometimes it's a blessing, sometimes it's a curse. Oh, activities and skills, probably. No, I don't think so. What if I just write console? There we go, stuff like this. And we're just gonna use the number 9 key to raise it up a little bit, just to raise it over the little fake coffee table type of thing that we did. It's not even a coffee table, it's like I don't even know what to even call this, like accent table. Like, it's just right beneath where we have the projector, like the movie theater TV. So Hazy, welcome to the stream. I have done one at the start of the stream, but I could do a very quick one again as well, no problem. So we start off with the kitchen area. So this is pretty much what it's looking like. Very traditional vibes. By the way, I hope you had a great time at your festival, and I appreciate you joining today. Hope you're having a great Sunday. So yeah, so we have the kitchen area over here. We have these two very vibrant bedrooms on the first floor with like their own en-suites. Very fancy indeed. They still need a bit more work on like the walls and stuff, but that's pretty much it. We have a very spacious laundry room, which might need a bit of touching up as well, no problem. We have a combination of the garage and the gym area, so nice and spacious with a few equipment and stuff, just to make it feel a little bit more functional with like the woodworking station. And then we have the main foyer area, relatively empty, but I feel like I love the way it's looking, to be honest. I don't really feel like we really need to, you know, put too much detail into the main foyer area. And this is where we have the dining table area and room. I really love the way it's looking, to be honest, especially with like the light and stuff. That's pretty much why we had the greenhouse. I think you were the one who actually suggested that we do the curved roofing, right? So yeah, I feel like it definitely worked out very nicely in the end with the lighting and everything like that. And we of course have the public bathroom area, well, the primary bathroom area for the first floor. We have the little nursery room on the first floor as well. It is just a nursery, sorry, it is just like a daycare type of nursery. There's no bed in here. So if you guys wanted to make it a little bit easier for yourselves, you can place a bed. The main nursery will be on the second floor. So that's the main reason why this is only like a little play area. We have the living room, which might need a bit of touching up on the sides and stuff, but that's fine, to be fair. And then we have our sunken living room area. So yeah, that's pretty much it so far. And yeah, to be honest, the favorite part of my home has to be this area. I mean, I said it at the start of the live stream as well. I just really love the way this turned out, like with the custom elevation with this and like the storage beneath it and like the concrete balustrades between it as well. Like really exaggerated at-home libraries definitely have those kind of things. So I wanted to incorporate it. And up here will be the primary bedroom suite, nursery, random bedroom, another bedroom, movie theater, and then we'll have two toddler/teenager bedrooms on either side. And then this is like the main landing area. I would have made it bigger. The original plan was to use pretty much all of this space to make a landing, but we couldn't because of the roof bug at the moment. So we're gonna have to unfortunately skip on that idea. But now we're just kind of working on the at-home movie theater, which I feel like is almost complete. We have a few things that we need to do before it is complete though, such as adding a few movie posters around the wallpapers, because I feel like that just helps it feel a little bit more like you're not at home, you know? And I feel like if you're at home, you need to make it feel a little bit more unique and a bit more different. So we can add maybe something like this. I'm sure you guys would love that one. And let's see what else we got. I do like adding the darker ones, I'm not gonna lie, like the ones that have a darker color scheme to them, just so it doesn't really brighten up or like make the space feel like there's more color into it, you know? I feel like just making it feel a little bit more minimalistic. I want to say even those two are enough, to be honest. Like I kind of like the way that's looking. We do have a window over here, which is not ideal. We could get rid of it. Do you guys want me to get rid of it? I mean, does it really matter that we have a window there or not? But because we don't have one on this side, and this roofing area is meant to be way taller. It's meant to be like this, but it does end up like coming into the room like this. That's why I kind of lowered it downwards. Otherwise, this area was not even meant to have like these two separate roofs. I only did that so it doesn't bleed into the room when you guys are like playing in it. Otherwise, it's not going to really be comfortable to play within. Hey, wow, you done loads. It looks amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Lindy Lou. I appreciate it so much. Yeah, I suggested the roof. Glad you like it. Oh, of course, Z, man. You had a great idea. I think that was awesome. And like as I mentioned, even in that live stream, like I'm more than happy to implement something that a viewer suggests, just because I want you guys' contribution to the build as well. I think it's really fun. Tap tap tap, support Tanza and help reach FYP. Oh, that's so sweet, Kelly. Thank you so much. But yeah, I would really appreciate all of you guys, wherever you guys are watching from, to hit that like button. I would really appreciate it a lot. Hey Brandon, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you here tonight as well. Hope you're having a great day. I appreciate you being here on a Sunday. Absolutely gorgeous. You're so talented. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Honestly, I wouldn't say talented, but you know, it's just a lot of effort and stuff and experience. So, you know, I'm happy with it, and I'm glad that you guys also agree. So that is all that matters, to be honest. And yeah, I feel like it's definitely coming along very nicely, which is the reason why this is like the 8th live stream just on this build in particular. So normally I don't like having like a really huge long series. I don't know if you guys like it, but I'm a bit of a quick person. I like going from one to the other, you know, so when it comes to the build. So yeah, I just really wanted to create something that had a lot of detail in it and stuff and make it feel super complete, because I really love the exterior of this home as well. Like, it does need a bit of work, but there's something about this view around here in particular. It just feels like a home in the Hamptons, you know, and I just really love that about it. It still needs a bit more work on the exterior, but we're gonna get through it hopefully. But yeah, so you know what, let's just leave this room as it is for now and move on into this room. So I'm immediately going to start off by lowering this light really quickly, because it just feels criminal to have a really dark room and then have like the most brightest ensuite, you know. Mamma Mia musical tickets are booked. It's September. Oh, that's nice, Brandon. I hope you have a great time when the time comes. But September, honest? No, actually, I was gonna say it's a white. There's like a long way to go, but there isn't really. Like the year is almost ending at this point. Like we're already on the 7th month, which is insane. Time really has flown by very quickly these past few months. Hold on 1 second, you guys. I'm gonna charge my phone really quick. But yeah, so this, as I mentioned earlier, is not going to be like a full-on bathroom, although it would work perfectly because we have this like little slot over here. So if we wanted to, we can add a shower. I don't know, initially I thought like let me keep it as a like a 1.5 bathroom. Sorry, what do they even call them? Like a half, not 1.5. It's a half bathroom, not 1.5. 1.5 would be like two toilets and a bathroom, like a bathtub or like a shower, and then the sink as well. So if it's just one bathroom, then yeah, it's just going to be a half bathroom basically. But like we could do this, but then I don't know if we want to shower in this ensuite. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, you know. There was barely any seats left, literally none for some days. Honestly, it's actually quite insane how, not even just for your tickets, but like anything that you're trying to book in general, you have to do it. You have to do like almost everything in advance. Like it's actually crazy. Could cut the toilet off into its own space. True, could do something like that. Could even like split this apart and have 2 toilets if we wanted to make it feel like a commercial type of thing. But you know what, I'm gonna just leave it like this. It's whatever. I'm just gonna leave the shower in there as well, just make it convenient for like having like a random shower in the room as well. I mean, it's not gonna hurt, so it ain't deep. Yeah, I actually mentioned that yesterday as well, funnily enough. Like they love closing it off behind doors and stuff, which honestly, if you guys were wealthy, would you guys do that? By the way, if any of the volume or anything like that for anything is too loud, please do let me know so that I can lower it down and stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna add a little soap dispenser over here. But yeah, so on, oh yeah, I have another question for you guys. Outfield 2 closed in. I honestly wouldn't mind it. I just feel like, isn't it worse because you're touching a handle? You know, like if the sink isn't in the room with it, then it doesn't really make a lot of sense in my opinion. Like it's just, you know, each to their own though, each to their own. Because then you'll have to go back and like, I don't know, there's too much to think about with that. It's just extra steps that is unnecessary. But if the home already had something like that, then I'll be like, yeah, it doesn't really matter, and like it's just included with it. But I do have another question for you guys in general. We will be starting a new home, mansion, whatever you guys want to call it, on Tuesday. Now is the time for you guys to have an input on like what you guys would want me to build in particular. I don't have anything in my mind at the moment. I do want it to preferably be something close to summer though. Like I want it to be some type of summery thing. So if you guys have any suggestions, or if you guys have any builds in mind, we do have a Discord server, so you guys can share that your ideas there, or in the chat right here. You guys don't have to join, you guys can obviously just say it here as well. But I would love to know what you guys want to see on Tuesday. We can, you know what could be kind of cool? I don't know if I'll do it, but like maybe like a yacht, like, you know, one of those fake boats, something Italian, maybe a countryside home. What kind of size are we thinking of though? Because we've been doing quite a lot of these huge mansions lately. So I mean, I don't mind doing another really big one, but I don't know if you guys would want another big one, you know? Like we have tons of them at this point. So I'm just more than happy to do like whatever you guys, well, at least like what the majority agrees on. So, you know, you guys can decide on that amongst yourselves. And it's no guarantee that it's going to turn out great. It's more so just like if you guys have any ideas, just like shout them out and I can, you know, yeah, maybe like a boathouse, like maybe like an actual yacht, maybe do different levels. So like a lot of ladders. True. I was more so thinking of like a single story. No, I can't do a single story. It would have to be double story. But with all these roof problems, I wonder if we'll be able to do it. But I low-key want to give it a go. I think it'll be really fun to do. I don't think I've ever done something like that actually ever on the channel, which is like a custom looking thing. Like, you know, like some people do like these caravans and they have like a little outer back thing as well. A lake house over the water. Funnily enough, I do actually have a picture in mind regarding a lake house over the water. It's not technically over a lake, but their natural swimming pool is a lake. Like that's the kind of design that I had in my mind. So we could definitely try something like that. And then play into the rustic Italian kitchens. Interesting. So I see you want another Mediterranean home, Brandon. A fake boat would be cool and different. Could do a mushroom house. That could be fun. What else do you guys want me to do? The only limitation is it has to be summery based, like it has to be related to summer, you know, so just so it fits that theme a little bit more, because I feel like a lot more people, well, not more people, but I personally want to do something that feels a bit more summery, you know. I'd love to see a luxurious modern villa, maybe in Sulani. I don't know if that's too boring. No, I don't mind it at all. We did create that very luxurious modern villa in the last stream. If you haven't seen it, I assume you were there though. I think you did see it. But we could definitely create another one before summer ends for sure. I already want to do like another smaller modern build. It's going to be like really small though. I'm talking about like maybe like 20 by 30 lot type of thing. Like it's going to be a really small one. I don't know when I'll probably ever release something like that or even do it on the live stream, but I think that could be kind of fun. Maybe a modern apartment with a pool, basketball, outdoor gym. Apartment. Interesting. Oh, you mean like a whole entire apartment complex? You're not talking about like those San Myshuno ones. You want me to build like the full-on apartment, I assume. A water park could be kind of fun. I have created a water park before and it didn't really go that well. But it was more so because of like, you know, the Adventure Awaits playground equipment. I ended up using a lot of those and tried to make like a water park. Yeah, full on. That could be kind of fun. It would be so much effort though, doing an apartment. I struggle to furnish one build, let alone a whole apartment. And have all parking spaces outside, door numbers. Oh, I see what you're talking about. That could be kind of fun. I like the ideas. I'm liking the ideas. I could definitely see myself doing some type of apartment thing in the future. Maybe I would prefer something a little bit more summery for the time being. But I do like the idea of having the apartment design thingy. Do the apartment as moving ready, so not everything, the basics. Ah, I see. So just like a generic looking kitchen area, bathroom, and that's pretty much it. I see. As long as it's like really functional for like a starter home, then like fair enough. Yeah, I get what you mean. Kind of like puzzled on like what room to move into. These are both going to be like standalone. Oh wait, I just thought about something. This is where we're going to have the primary bathroom for the second floor. So this bedroom, and this bedroom, they all have to share it. Oh, I don't know if I like that. This semicircle half room wall is gonna have so much gameplay attached to it on the second floor. Like if all three of these need a bathroom, then they're cooked. I don't want to add another ensuite though, because we have. No, technically they do have this one as well. They can move. They can use this one as well in the movie theater one, if they have to, I guess. Nah, I think it's fine. These two guys can use the movie theater one. Why not? To be fair, I did also have another build in mind where Nikki, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I appreciate you being here. I did also think about maybe we can do another like summary type of build, like another summary type of like villa slash mansion home in Sulani, but it's like you know how like we did the previous home where it was like ultra luxurious with like the flat roofs and stuff. This one's going to be like a more of like a grand type of home, you know, like it's not going to feel like a very modern minimalistic single story home. Like it's not going to feel like ultra modern. We could try something like that as well. Oh yeah, what was I going to do for this room? I was going to turn it into a normal bedroom. Or should we do something else over here? I don't even know, to be honest. We could even do something like this and then cut this part off. No, that won't make sense. I was going to align like wardrobes here, but that does not make sense, so we're not going to do that. Could just add the bedroom here, I guess. Stick a pea-bush on the balcony. Love the idea. Glad to hear. Thank you, Nikki. I appreciate it. It's fine. Us Brits are used to sharing one bathroom between 3 to 4 bedrooms. Honestly, but when it's it's like a nightmare because without you even planning it, they'll all end up wanting it at the same time, which is just so jarring. Even if it doesn't happen all the time, it will happen at one point, and it will just ruin the cycle. But that's so funny. That is so true, though. But yeah, so for this room, so we used very traditional looking beds on the first floor, so I don't mind going for like a wooden one for the second floor. Maybe start off with a nice generic bedroom for the time being. I say generic, and this one is like the most patterns I've ever seen in The Sims, and they're not great. Let me be honest, they're not that great. Where is this from? Horse Ranch. They're very mid. It's a very mid bed. I like the framing on it, but the textures on there are not great. These like poles around the bedside frame, they literally remind me of like playground equipment or something. I don't know. There's something weird about this one as well. Where is this from? Adventure Waits. Oh, these patterns are so... For me, the one thing I don't like, I do not like a pattern. Like, these are nightmares for me. Look at this. This is like an ugly sweater printed on a duvet. Absolutely not. And look, it even has like the Christmas green on it for the mattress cover. Insane. Absolutely not. But yeah, if you guys ever were making a Christmas build, this would work perfectly for you. Family of 8 sharing one bathroom. When I was growing up, there were always fights. Absolutely not at the point. Yeah, tent has to come up. Brandon, full on off the grid type of situation at that point. Don't even need to go back in the home. Oh, this is a pretty nice bed from Island Living. See, like this pattern's nice. I like this pattern. It looks a bit more like fresh, if that makes sense. Let's go for a generic color, as I mentioned. I want it to kind of stand out from the insanely detailed at-home movie theaters that we have on that side. So, by the way, your Sims will be able to walk through the Silver Nook, by the way, in case you guys are wondering. Shouldn't have any issues, but obviously the build will be play tested, as every single one of my builds are. But yeah, so maybe use this one. I've actually been using this high school years side table quite a bit in most of my builds. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I do like this one quite a lot. And I'm just gonna do it on the other side as well. And I'm also going to I'm gonna save very quickly as well. It's really quick. Christmas, my everyday pattern. I love checkered. Oh, hear me out. What about a Bora Bora Beach hut type thing? Definitely your style. True, Brandon. I assume you mean like, you know, like those really modern like Maldives type of hut thingies that are like over the water. I have done something like that actually before. If you guys want, it is on the channel. You guys can check it out. But maybe I can like go back and update it or create like a newer version of it. Could be really fun. One thing I haven't done that I think would be really cool is like especially since now that we have like for rent and businesses and hobbies, we could definitely create like multiple villas over the water and like have like a restaurant as well. I don't know how that would work though, because the restaurant business is not going to be the same. That kind of sucks that we can only have like one lot type. But yeah, so let me change the color of this. Oh, you know what? Let's change the color of this. Why not?
Nobody's ever done that.
It's not really matching, but I think that's all right. I don't think it's like a deal breaker for me, to be fair. We could go for this one that matches 1-to-1. Does feel like an IKEA set though, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's nothing wrong with an IKEA set. I love IKEA, but for this home, like the style that we're trying to go for, you're not trying to go for IKEA, you know. If you're spending, how much is this build? It's already 300k. I think it was going to be more, to be honest. We used quite a lot of objects in this build and it's only 300k simoleons. That's the only gripe that I have about the Sims 4, to be honest. I feel like it's really easy to make money in the Sims 4, and I feel like it should be way more difficult. It doesn't transfer with real life. It needs to be a bit more difficult to make money in the Sims 4. It's way too easy. Like, even without cheats, it's so easy to make money in the Sims 4. I feel like that's what kind of makes it not a challenge for me. I like really challenging or like competitive games, and I feel like when I play the Sims and I'm trying to make money, it's just so easy, you know? Like, it doesn't, there's no grind, at least in my opinion. Yeah, Lindy Lou, I have created a literal like a Maldives type of build where like you have the like water huts. So you have like waterfront huts. There's like 5 of them over the water, and there is like a little dock type of thing. It like winds all the way around the entire water, all the way towards the outside bit. Like, I'm not even, it sounds like I'm playing it off, but I'm genuinely being serious. I do have a build like that. I built it so long ago though. You'd probably have to find it on like the YouTube channel. But yeah, it's I think you guys would like that if you guys want that kind of thing. I feel like that's one of my most underrated builds. I did build it like so many years ago though. So you know, it doesn't really have most of like the updated objects and packs and stuff like that into it. But yeah, someone long ago on the channel, they don't really comment this anymore, but like they would have loved to see me go back to my old build and do like renovations on them. Do English cancel state, can't get any more summary. With like one of those blow up pools in the back. Yeah, I think that's where they have the pigs you can swim with. The pigs are crazy. I swear they're horses. There's horses as well. People usually have them for economy. Sounds fab. Wish I was a sim. Honestly, sometimes I do wish I was a sim as well. With all these builds, it would be a dream. I mean, I'll probably light myself on fire trying to cook, and die. So it would only like I would only have like 3 minutes of being in the home before I die. But you know, it's still I was still in that house for like 3 seconds. You know. A skylight in them builds would be incredible. We should do refurb. That could be kind of fun, to be honest. But yeah, as I mentioned, we're not going to do anything too crazy to this bedroom in particular because it's just one of those like extra bedrooms that you have in the build, you know, like it's like just extra. It's not going to be anything too crazy. So yeah, let me just add a little rug beneath it. But yeah, any of you guys who got summer plans, I know some of you guys do, but if anyone would like to share if they have any like summer plans, I would love to know what you guys got under your sleeves, what you guys are planning to do and stuff. And anyone who has already answered that question in previous streams, would you guys ever go swimming with sharks? Because I know that is kind of like a thing that a lot of people do during the summer. I don't know, there's like random places where you can like either go like swim with sharks or like, I don't know, there's stuff like that. Like they even do like photography with like horses in the water or something like that, or like elephants. Black bin, green bin and blue bin outside with the random pizza boxes on top. Honestly, so realistic. That would be like my most ultra realistic. That's so funny. What the hell? My Twitch bot went crazy and just it announced to what is going on? I have no clue what happened. It just let everyone know that we are on live even though we already are. I'm kind of confused, but it's a bit odd. Sharks and orcas dream of yours? I'm not that big of a sea person, to be honest, when it comes to eating it or being with the creatures in it, you know, but I'll do it for the experience. But like, I don't know, the shark one, like I don't know about that one. I'll be more comfortable jumping out of the plane than swimming with a shark, because a shark is so unpredictable, like genuinely unpredictable. You don't know what its next moves are going to be. So you could be cooked in like the next few seconds. Yeah, people do swim with sharks. They literally pay to swim with sharks. I personally could not even well, I mean I could, but like I'll be nervous the entire time. I wouldn't be comfortable. Oh, you know what? This is the perfect place to place a thingy. A fireplace would have been good here, to be honest, and like a A TV unit. I'll pay. It would be incredible. Oh, I don't know. I would have to like think about how safe it really is and if there's any precautions before going in. You know how we spoke about in like previous live stream, it has to be planned out. If it's not planned out, there's no way I can do that. Because I don't want to die to a shark in like the dumbest way possible, just like letting yourself to be there. Would you go horse riding? I would love to do horse riding. I want to try it one day for sure. I mean, I know sometimes their behavior is also very unpredictable. Every animal's behavior is very unpredictable. If you're not around it and you don't get to know the animal in particular, but I would love to try it one day for sure. I don't want to not experience something because of fear. Does that make sense? Like, even if you're still afraid, you should still like experience it. Otherwise, like, you don't want to live a cowardly life. Does that make sense? Like, if it's like a horse riding, you have a very you're not gonna die. Like, worst thing that could probably be happening to you is you're probably gonna get thrown off the horse, which is unlikely to happen. But yeah, would you guys go horse riding? I never thought I would go scuba diving, but I actually did it in February. Oh, no way. Scuba diving sounds like really fun, to be honest. As long as there's no like sharks or like the stingrays or whatever like that around it, then it's, I feel like it's fine. Die by shark bite. People think you're a seal. My biggest fear is heights. I'd rather go on a boat than in the sky. Honestly, brother, I don't know. I don't know. Like, for me, I don't know if it's weird, but like I love roller coasters. And like when it's like really high. Like I don't know if you've been to Thorn Park, but like that stealth one is like about I believe it's like 100 feet or like more. And I'm not scared of it. Like when I'm on the ride. But like I wouldn't want to be like really high up either. I don't know. Maybe it's like the fear of falling when you're not secure. I don't know. There's something weird about it. But like I wouldn't consider it a phobia because I don't mind being high up. As long as I'm like safe and I know that I'm 100% fine, then it's all good. Wait, does that mean that you're not you don't like airplanes then because of the height and stuff? I'm moving on from this bedroom. It's taking too long. We have another one over here though. Oh. I low-key want to do 2 single bedrooms on both of these sides. Would that be okay? I haven't really done something like that before, where like I oh, this is a way, nah, the room is way too big for a single bedroom. In a building I'm fine, but a roller coaster and big wheels or plane I can't do. You can't do? So you wouldn't go traveling because you're afraid of heights? Or is it like you'll be in the plane but you'll be really uncomfortable the entire time? Coral and fish, it was in Egypt. Oh, Egypt, very nice. Oh, there we go. This life has been completed. I would need my anxiety. Alright, okay. I think it's probably because of the word medication, probably. I don't know what it filtered, but They're gonna have to like lure you in with chicken nuggets, just placing it on the floor like one by one into until it like reaches your seat. Oh, I've never used this bed before. This is a bulky bed. Huge bed. I know it's not that big, but you can see it's like, it is definitely bigger. But yeah, low key though, I don't know if you guys heard. Oh, Brandon, it's gonna make your nightmares even worse. But on the news, I don't know if you guys saw, but a plane had to do like an emergency landing. Like they had to go back and do like an emergency landing because someone's window came off in the airplane. Someone who was sitting near the window area, and apparently, because of the pressure inside of the cabin compared to the outside, it was like it sucks things out of the window and it can actually cause a lot of damage. And I was like, I was researching into it because I was like, surely you can like pull yourself back, right? Like you can, like the window not being there is not going to affect you that much, but apparently it does. And it can, like, you can't pull yourself away from the window. Like you don't have enough power in you to like go against that force, which I thought was so insane. Because when you're at such a high altitude, you can't control certain things like that. So I'm like, damn, okay, you know what? Maybe the window seat isn't for me, you know? I love looking outside though. Every single time I get the window seat, I'm always just looking outside. But I don't know. After reading that, I felt a bit eerie about it because I'm like, if I'm like sitting, if you're sitting really close to it, it can pull your head out, which is insane. Like you can't control it. And I'm like, what do you mean? Because I was like, hold on, maybe you know how like, the guy was old. Yeah, apparently he was old. I don't know what age he was, but because I read that old bit as well, I was like, let me do my own due diligence. Let me look online real quick. Let me research really quickly and see if maybe if it was the old guy's fault, like maybe like as in like he can't, like he doesn't have enough energy to like pull himself away, or is it because of like airplanes in general? But no, apparently it's because of airplanes in general. You can't pull your head out of like the window area. Like you don't have enough power to do that. You don't have enough strength. And I found that so insane. Oh, I saw that he was old. Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's crazy. Yeah, you guys have seen it as well. Yeah, it was really, it made it to the headlines, to be honest. But crazy. Thankfully, not too many things went bad that airplane ride. Like it was just the guy's head. He got a bit sucked out, but I don't think it was his head actually. I think it was something else. Like maybe his arm. I don't know what it was, but there weren't too many injuries, thankfully, which is good. But it's crazy how like what one little missing window airplane window can do to people is crazy. Mod Queen, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining tonight. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Hello there. Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope you're having a great day as well. Thanks so much for joining. I went horse riding before for the first time. It was scary but fun, and glad I experienced it. That's nice to hear, Mod Queen. Would you ever, I have another question for you then. So would you ever go back to doing it again? Or is it something that you're like, you know, one and done? Like you kind of did it and it's like complete. You don't really need to go back and do it anymore? Or is it something where you're like, you know what? Whenever I feel like it, I'll probably want to go back and like do it again. Because I definitely want to try horse riding as well in the future. And I don't want it to be like a one-time thing. I feel like horse riding could be really fun. But like I said, I've never really done it before. So I'm just judging it based off of like external thoughts and stuff, you know? Yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Have you seen the slide? You have to go down if you have to emergency stop. Yeah, I have seen, unfortunately. I would still sit in the window seat. I'm the kind of person that would watch a film about a plane crash while on the plane. Honestly, I try to not have negative thoughts when I'm on a plane, to be honest. Like, I mean, everyone gets that thought. They're like, what if, you know? But like, it, you know, nothing's gonna happen. But like, you still get that like, what if? Do you get what I mean? Like on the plane, which is horrible that like humans are like that. But we're literally designed that way, like to think about every single outcome when you're doing something. Like, there's a what if with everything, you know? Like, you just have to go through it and just hope for the best. Absolutely. Did you go to like a Modcoin? Did you go to like a place in particular, like where it's like specifically for horse riding and stuff for like new people? So you were able to get like a really nice like rundown about like being taught how to ride it and stuff. And the only thing that I would want if I did horse riding was like would be like I need like a really good instructor, and I need to be in like an enclosed place. Does that make sense? Like I want to feel secure while I'm riding the horse. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. If it's like out in the open and I have zero experience, I'm not doing it. Because what if we just start running off together? That horse is gonna go crazy, and I can't deal with that. It's just gonna stress me out even more. So I'm like, nah. But yeah, I'm sure we also Molly Mae's clip. I'm pretty sure it went very viral about like that horse. Oh my days, that's horrible. Like what happened that time. I mean, I'm really glad that she's fine, but insane. Like when I saw that, I was like, wow. I know people fall off horses, but that one looked painful. If it was a crash on the plane, it'll be on the one better coming home. It'll be the better one coming home. Oh my god, man, that's not even. Oh, God forbid. That is horrible, man. Horrible to even think about. Honestly, the joke, even the joke is just, that's diabolical, man. The scary part was the disclaimer that they make you sign talks about how easy horses are spooked, so I was on the edge on what would cause my horse to go off. Yes, I went to a horse ranch that specialized in newbies, and also those that are trained as well. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I'll literally do exactly what you do. Like I'll go to somewhere where they train specialized noobs, like specialized in like training noobs and stuff for sure. So they gave me a gentle horse since it was my first time. Oh, that's nice. I would need the same treatment at that point if I ever go horse riding. Have you seen all the we are in this situation, but we are Gen Z meme videos? Yeah, I have seen those kind of things. They are kind of funny. It's 90% of the time though, Brandon, when those kind of videos come up for me, it's usually like the person reacting to the comments of that video, and then they're just like kind of laughing over it, which low-key makes it even funnier. I have seen those kind of videos though. Yeah, they're really funny. Baltimore, thank you so much for following. I really do appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Did you see about the woman who did bungee jumping and they didn't attach the strings to her? Oh, when did that happen? I hope that wasn't recent. Surely that's a really old news thing. Honestly, if I was doing bungee jumping, I have to be like, I have to double check that I'm fully fastened and secure, because there's no way you will catch me doing bungee jumping and me not checking everything. I would need to make sure that if I see a loose strand, I'm not getting on. I would not do it. To me, bungee jumping is worse than horse riding. I mean, sorry, not horse riding. Horse riding is not that deep. Sharks, swimming with sharks. Swimming with sharks is actually kind of chill if you think about it. Like, as long as like there's precautions and stuff, then you're safer than a bungee jumping, in my opinion. Which sounds crazy, but I think that's true. It's funny. This is how our conversations go when not discussing food. Yeah, we pretty much. Bungee jumping requires a different type of trust. I don't have that, honestly. Yeah, and especially with nowadays, with people just like locked on their phone, glued to their phone, and like TikTok and AI and whatnot, they're probably going to try to like integrate AI into that bungee jumping, and it's just not going to happen. Too much reliance on AI. I'll struggle getting on the horse. I'll just fall off the other side. Yeah, you know when they're like, oh, like, can you put your foot and just like jump over it, and then you just like slip and fall over to the other side. Oh my days. It was only last month in Brazil. The woman was 21. Oh, this was recent. That is horrible. I haven't heard of that news though. That is so sad though, man. Like, people, I don't understand why they don't do these like double, triple checks. Do you know what? That's one thing about the UK that I really do like though. The UK in particular, like, if it's like about the construction of a building, the like if you're working at a factory, like if you have a factory, food regulations, theme park regulations, like roller coaster regulations, all that kind of thing. I feel like the UK genuinely is always on top of it, which is amazing. That's one thing that I can credit the UK on so much. Like, I really love how our country just focuses on that a lot, and like putting so many different precautions in place. I think it's amazing, to be honest. Like, other countries need to learn and adopt that kind of thing from us. Would you rather have a robot or human set operate on you? Oh, I mean, hopefully neither in my entire lifetime, Brandon. That's one thing I do not want in my entire life. I do not want any operations. But honestly, a robot is very precise. But a human, I think if the robot has been out for like years and years and years and years and years, and it has like tons of experience, I guess. But I think overall, I think the human. User, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining again. I hope you're having a great Sunday. I'm doing alright, thank you. How are you doing? Finally here again. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you stopped by on this nice chill stream. We're just talking about life in general and experiences and whatnot, while also building and stuff. So I'm glad that you were able to join today. I also did scuba diving for the first time. Oh, nice. I was amazed that I got through that. Honestly, it was fun, but not sure I'll do that again. Is it like, does it always remind you of like, what the hell am I doing, and like, am I still alive? Like, is that kind of, does it like make you panic or something? Like, I've never really been scuba diving myself. Like, I assume you don't really go too far down. It's more so just like staying under the water just a little bit longer and like exploring and stuff, which I feel like is not that bad, to be honest. Especially if you're like, if you know how to swim, it's not too bad in my opinion. Like, it kind of comes across in my mind that it's like gonna be a nice, peaceful, fun thing to do. As long as there's like no sharks around, then you're kind of fine. At least in my mind, that's the way that I kind of like think about it. Staircase is sick, just so good. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. Would you rather have, oh yeah, the instructors were charged with murder last I heard. Interesting. Honestly, like, you know, can you even blame the people who charged them for that? Like, it's so true though. Like, but then again, when you do like bungee jumping and stuff, when you do like cosmetic surgery, bungee jumping, skydiving, all these kind of like more so dangerous acts, like even swimming with sharks, don't they make you sign like an NDA or something like that, or like even or like some sort of like agreement so that you can't like go against them, like even if you survive? And even when you're into like a theme park, like they're not, no, theme park is different because you're not signing, but there is like terms and conditions. But more so for like the more deadly stuff, they do make you sign though, so that you can't like sue against them. I just got my leg broken. Oh no, I'm really sorry to hear that. A week ago. So just Sunday rest and a lot of sleep. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope it heals and recovers quickly. But I was surprised that I paid nothing when I got to a doctor, so I'm pretty happy about it. Well, I'm glad to hear that, monetarily wise, but I mean, your leg is more important than the money, to be honest. But I hope you recover really soon. I hope it wasn't too bad of a accident or whatever happened. I did take on the wall pigs and saw a stingray. Oh, stingray. Yeah, thing about stingrays, people touch them, but the name is stingray. Like, I know they can hurt you, but like they don't at the same time. So it was cool, but not sure if I'll do it again. Yeah, I assume they will probably take you somewhere specific to do the scuba diving thing, just so you can like experience it a little bit more, like unique stuff. But I don't know, like something feels so eerie about like going on a yacht or like a boat and then going out in the middle of the ocean, and then all of like your boat just stays there and you're just like you put the anchor down and then you just go scuba diving like in the middle of the ocean. Something about that feels very eerie to me. Like I would consider myself a pretty decent swimmer, and I will probably do scuba diving, but it still feels very eerie, you know? It was actually not that bad, and I recovered pretty quickly, so I hope it is not going to last long. Yeah, I hope so. It doesn't, man. That sounds horrible. But yeah, like honestly, I've never broken anything yet, thankfully, but I just feel like I would hate it personally. I would feel so uncomfortable. But yeah, so for this area of the build, I need to add a dresser somewhere around here. Maybe go for this one. Once again, this is one of those other generic bedrooms that we have. We're kind of just like building up to that very grand bedroom. 1 second. I love to place columns on both sides of the bed, so it looks like divided between the different wallpapers. Honestly, I have actually done that quite a few times before as well. And you know what? We could do that here again. Why not? I tried to do that in this kitchen area user, like right here. Like you see these two bits over here, and it just didn't really work that good. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna bother doing it ever again. And so I just didn't do it. I think we did it over here though. Yeah, we did it over here. In between these main areas, but I know, and there's one and on this side as well, but for some reason over here it just didn't look good because of this area that kind of like cuts into the counter. But we can definitely do it for the thingy area. Let's try over here as well. Why not? These are pretty decent. They're very outdoor looking like ones. Let's pick maybe like this one. This one's pretty decent. Kind of makes it like feel a little bit more like it has a bit more depth as well in it. Like it kind of just like pulls it out a little bit. You can also place a picture inside. Yeah, for sure. We could definitely add a picture. Let's go to paintings real quick. See what we can incorporate over here. I've used this one quite a bit throughout this entire build, but honestly, it just works really well. Like, really don't like a lot of these picture frames, honestly. Like I feel like we need some more unique looking oh no, maybe not graves. These are, wait, no, that's not a grave. These are fence posts, my bad. But low-key, they do look like graves as well. You know, like the gravestones, kind of like all separated out on a line, which makes no sense, but it does look like that. Oh no, now that I feel like I said that, everyone's gonna look at it as like gravestones. But now that I'm looking at it a little bit more closely, they are meant to be like fence posts, but there's no fence in between it, so it doesn't look like a fence. Does that make sense? It looks so random. But I do like the overall like landscape of it, you know? You know what? Let's use it. Why not? Okay, just gonna place a few of these clutter pieces around here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I think we forgot to add a mirror over on this side of the build. Yeah, we did. Okay, let's add one like on the wall here really quickly. I don't want to add something too fancy to this bedroom. It's not that crazy, so we're just gonna leave it as it is. And yeah, we're gonna go back to this one. Scuba diving and swimming, two different things, because we were at the bottom of the ocean. Breathing underwater is more important in that situation. Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like if you like, I feel like if you know how to swim, you would automatically feel more comfortable in the water in that sense. Even if it like, obviously you're not going to be like doing laps at the bottom of the ocean, but I feel like you would just feel a little bit more calmer. At least I would. I don't know. If I didn't know how to swim and I was doing scuba diving, I'll feel horrible because I'll be like, I have no like, I don't know, maybe it's like a safety type of thing that you have in your mind. Like you feel a bit more safe knowing that you can swim. Brandon, you definitely should learn how to swim because once you make millions of dollars, you're gonna have a home like one of my Sims homes. You're gonna have like those really big lap pools. You know, you can't make it go to waste. You need to be able to swim in it, right? So you know you gotta kind of step it up a bit, and you need to get the swimming lessons going. You need to start with like the paddling pool and stuff. You got this though. And a little plant over here. Get the one from Asda. Like a little paddling pool. Oh, that's actually kind of funny, man. Honestly, we've never really considered like would you guys, I have like a genuine question now. Would you guys ever get like those even if it was like an adult size swimming pool for your backyard, would you ever get them for your own homes? Like if you had like a big enough, even if like forget about your current backyard size, like if you had like a spacious backyard but like not to the point where you can like actually fit in like a real swimming pool, would you guys bother with like one of those like really big bulky swimming pools, like the one with like the plastic sides and stuff like that that kind of like stick out from the ground? They're not the one that like are inside of the ground, if that makes sense. You don't blow it up, but like it has like edges and stuff and you just fill it up with water. Like would you guys get one of those, or would you guys be like, nah, there's no point in doing that, I'd rather just go to like my local leisure center or something like that? I would love to know what you guys think. I'll go for a hot tub. Oh, true. You did beat around the question a bit, but you know, I'll give you that. The hot tub is a good option. Honestly, hot tub in the UK, very valid. Because it's literally in the name, hot tub. Like in the winter, I can imagine it being a very nice place to go into. I love how every single bedroom has a TV. Is that bad? I feel like having a TV in a bedroom, like nah, I don't know. I don't know. I think that having a TV and a fireplace in a bedroom is really cozy, even in real life. But like at the same time, I don't know. Like it doesn't really fit in a bedroom, you know. I had a 12-foot pool before I moved 2 years ago. I do miss it. My garden isn't big enough now. 12-foot pool. Wait, is it like height? 12 feet is high, no? That's a really deep pool. Must have been so nice though. TV in bed. It was only like waist deep with her kids. Ah, I see. Yeah, yeah, they're not bad to be honest. Oh, should we do green accent wall here? I wonder. It kind of matches like the lamps and the bedside table a bit low key. There's this British lady. She has a very nice YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys heard of her, named like Hannah Ricketts. Oh my days, she goes around like tours different like first class airplanes or like hotels and stuff, and oh my days, the amount of ideas I get from like, well, I never really used them yet because I'm still like fairly new to most of them, but there's a few like of these like really fancy hotel lobbies. They just look so good. Like I want to recreate one of those in The Sims. It was so cool. Have you seen Kim Kardashian's TV that's built into the flooring? Yeah, in her, I believe that was in her old home, if I'm not mistaken. I have seen it though, yeah. It blends in like perfectly with the flooring. But the only thing I've seen and I noticed from it was that it was really slow when it was like coming up and stuff like that. So to me, it's not really efficient. And like halfway through, once it's out, that's when it starts like playing and stuff. So like half of the thing is like a bit cut off until like it fully rises up. I mean, maybe I'm just complaining too much, but if I had it, I'll probably love it. But yeah, I'm going to leave this room as it is as well. We're going to move on. We're going to be a bit more efficient today. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we have so much to do. Might even skip this room over here and just move on into the nursery, and then let's do this room, and then I can just leave these two to do myself. So let's move into the nursery room. Hey Zara, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining today. Hope you're having a great Sunday. I appreciate you being here. It'll be better coming out the ceiling. The ceiling would be insane though. Like you would have to have like a really thick ceiling for that TV to be like embedded in there, you know? But then again, technically she had it on the second floor, so where the hell was that TV going? Oh, but she had like a, it was the height of the bed, right? So it was kind of like, it wasn't going into the floor. It was or was it going into the floor? I completely forgot. I just remember it was, no, but it was wood flooring, so it was coming out of the floor. How the hell did they do that? They probably like dug really deep for that TV area to be fitted in there then. I don't know, personally for me, I wouldn't want to do that. Even if I had the money for it. Yeah, it was on the front. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much work and effort. Oh yes, I follow Hannah. She does amazing videos. Yeah, she does pretty decent videos, man. I like her videos a lot. Basement probably. True. Yeah, basement. I mean, they have FU money, so they can literally do anything that you want at that point. And you know what? Now I see what everyone was talking about roofs. I never paid attention till now. Oh, were you building something, Zara, and like you run into like a lot of roof issues? Because honestly, same. Yeah, it's horrible. 21st is horrible. Like, that's a whole month at that point. I mean, it's literally 22 days. Well, 20 days. 21 days. But still, a whole 21 days of bugs is insane. We still have 10 days. Well, 9. Well, it's going to be 8 in a few hours. But, you know, still. Oh yeah, I just saw another... What is going on with these aeroplanes? I seen another British Airways Dreamliner operating flight, whatever, declared emergency and did a return. What the hell? I literally just opened my phone for a second and I get like horrible news. And it's time to close it back. No uploader build and the roof disappeared into my lot. Yeah, it's a nightmare. Someone, funnily enough, someone was downloading one of my builds, right? And they messaged me the saying like, oh, like your build is like broken and like the roof is like, I tried to place it and like the entire roof is gone. Like, is this a problem with the build? Is it to do with me? And I was like, it has nothing to do with any of us, unfortunately. It's just the Sims being the Sims. Why the hell does it say notifications, no active notification? What does that even mean? Let me restart that. Yeah, Brandon, we would actually need the roof of the boat to create like the sides and stuff and like the top part, like to create like fake curves and stuff like that here and there. We might need it. We should definitely try to do a boat on Tuesday. I think that'll be so fun. Great, another chat's bugged, so I don't think the TikTok chats are going to be shown again, which is annoying. I don't know if it's showing for you guys, but for me it's not. So yeah, it's just it's kind of messed up, you know. But yeah, so you know what? I'm not gonna skip the room. Screw it. We're just gonna do something else over here. I could just copy this room. I mean, who's gonna stop me? Like, come on. It's so we're not gonna keep the same design though. We're gonna change it up a bit, but. Look, we're all about efficiency around here, okay? If it's possible, we're gonna try to do it, okay? We need to be a bit more efficient because I need to be a bit more quicker with these live streams. I'm really slow at them, is what I've noticed. When I look back at them and I'm like editing them, I'm like, can this guy just shut up and just carry on? But like, I'm obviously answering questions and stuff, so, you know, more than happy to do so. On my end, it's all good. Yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah, I can see the TikTok chats coming back in, which is great. Wait, you uploaded a build? Do you mean like you uploaded a build on the gallery and it disappeared? I haven't heard of that bug in particular. It still says notifications, no active notifications, but I'm just going to leave that there. I have no clue where that is from. I mean, it's from my multi-chat, but I have no clue why it's showing you guys that. So I don't even know if it ever came up before. I'm just noticing it today. But yeah, I'm gonna just leave it because honestly, it might look a little bit annoying to you guys. So I do apologize. Oh, it just restarted by itself. Great. Oh wait, no. Never mind. I'm talking BS. It's my YouTube was delayed. I had to update it. My bad. Never mind. Just ignore what I just said. There was no point. But yeah, these roof bugs, man, like I hope they fix it very, very, very soon. Imagine it's not fixed on the 21st. Low-key kind of like that mirror kind of attached onto the door there. Yeah, exactly. Like the next fix is just literally gonna yeah, like literally the roofs are going to be gone next, and then what's next? The flooring is going to be gone next, and then the windows are going to bug. Oh yeah, the windows are still buggy, so nothing technically has been fixed yet. We're still waiting for that. I'm still waiting for that roof fix to I mean, sorry, the wall, what am I talking about? The window and door fix. I'm still waiting for that because we haven't got that fix yet either, which is very frustrating. Like I'll be doing a tour for a home, right, for like YouTube, like towards the end of the videos like I normally do, and I'll just see like one of the door or like the windows glitch, and I'm just like, oh my days, I am not restarting an entire tour just to fix that little thing, because if I fix it, it's gonna glitch out somewhere else. I'm just like, you know what, just gonna leave it as it is, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna make a blue theme for this bedroom instead, and completely forgot to add curtains as well. So wait, let me just add this back over here. Yeah, they fix one thing and another breaks. Yeah, unfortunately. Honestly, look, I'm a very understanding person. If you had a holiday home, where would it be? Or can I have multiple locations, or is it only one specific location? Because that's impossible for me. If I was wealthy, I have to have multiple homes. I have to have multiple homes in different countries. But they're going to be holiday homes. It's not going to be like masses of yards taken away from people, you know. What was I going to do down here? Completely forgot. What was I going to do? Oh, the curtains. There we go. I was going to take these ones. Go top 3. I actually don't know. I would obviously I have to have one in Cyprus. I noticed this wall needs fixing as well. So Cyprus, maybe one in Spain. Cyprus, Spain. Where else? Either between the USA, like Miami or like LA, or where else would I want to go for a holiday? No, you said free, so that's free, right? Yeah, that is free. Would you rent them out too? I wouldn't rent them out. I'll buy them outright if I had the money. If I ever get to the point in life where I'm thinking about a holiday home, I probably already made it in life. Do you get what I mean? Like I probably already have the money for it. So yeah, I wouldn't rent it out. Oh wait. Sorry. You meant as in like if you buy it and then when you're not using it, you rent it out to other people. Sorry. I I still don't think I would rent it out though. Yeah, no worries, no worries. It was my fault. You said it correctly. You said rent them out, which makes sense. Yes and no. Yes and no. If it's a really expensive place, then I probably wouldn't. But if it's like an okay size and it's like meh, it's like mid, like 1 or 2 bedrooms, and I'll be like, yeah, sure, let me like rent it out. Because eventually I'll probably buy like another one. That's kind of like the mindset that I have for that. So I probably wouldn't rent it out if it's if I really like it. I like the boatyard next build idea once the roof is fixed, because you need to use roofs on it. Yeah. Honestly, I really want to do something like that though. For sure, for this year. I want to try something like that. I feel like it'll be really small, but at the same time really fun and detailed. But yeah, where would you guys get your vacation homes to be within? Like, where would you want them to reside in the world? I personally obviously would pick Cyprus solely because I just really like obviously like I love that country so much, so I want one there for sure. Thing is though, it's just like it's such a burden to keep like flying in and out, in and out, in and out. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'd rather settle in a place where I can like enjoy my summer and my winter, so I don't have to keep going in and out. I don't know, it's just a lot of effort. Even I'm complaining about a holiday, but it's true. Like, you're gonna do all of that. It's a lot of effort, man. I wouldn't want strangers living in my home. Breezy, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining, by the way, on this Sunday. I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, I agree. I probably wouldn't want to have strangers living in my home either. Besides, if I'm thinking about a holiday home, I probably already have a home in the place where I'm already staying, like living in anyway. That's like not my holiday home, so I'll assume I already have enough money to be able to buy a holiday home. So I wouldn't really want to bother renting it out, you know, so that other people can use it when I'm not there. I feel like, yes, it is a bit of extra income, but imagine if they like damage anything in the next few months that they live in there, then you're cooked, because you have to keep refurbishing it, and then you're only going to see it again after they get out of that place. And plus, if you have like a home, let's say like we're in the UK, right? If I had like a home in Spain and I rent it out to someone else, who's going to be managing that home? Or like, if there's a problem with that home, how am I supposed to be going back and forth there? Do you get what I mean? I can't keep like flying out there to sort out a problem and then fly back home. I feel like it's going to be more costly and more of a headache just for like a few more £100. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'd rather just not rent it out, to be honest. I've only been to 3 places so far, so I think I'd want to travel more before settling for one place. Yeah, like, you definitely need to like 100% like explore a little bit more, see what kind of fits your vibe, and then like stay there forever. But yeah, question for you guys now though, would you guys move from the country that you guys are currently within right now? If so, where would you guys want to go and why? Would it be because of like retirement money, less taxes, bigger homes, more affordable living? Like, is there any reason for it? I would love to know. I think we already answered this though. I think some of us have answered this before. TikTok it. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate it. Okay, let me get on with this bedroom really quickly. Let's go for the blue theme like we were mentioning. Oh, that's not the same blue, so let's change it up. It's not the blue, same blue either. I have like a resort style question that I have been meaning to ask you guys as well. I'll ask you guys after you guys answer the oh wait, I froze. I could be but yeah, so I was gonna ask like a resort style question to you guys. What would you ever build a modern penthouse? Maybe not a modern penthouse. If I had like really insane money and I was so bored of my existing homes, then I will build a penthouse, Brandon, yes. But if I don't have that much money, then no, I wouldn't bother with that at all. I would rather just build my own custom standalone home instead of a penthouse. I mean, a penthouse is technically your own custom standalone home on top of an entire apartment complex, but still, I wouldn't want to like spend a lot of money on that as like my first or second home, you know? Like, if I was like insanely rich, then yes. I'll never leave England. I'm attached to the place. Yeah. With how many with how clumsy one of my children are, I'd stay here for the free healthcare, or I'll be in debt. Oh, that's so funny. If I were to move, it would be Edinburgh. That's my favorite city. Fair enough. Wait, but would you want to actually like move into the city though, like get a house within the city or like an apartment complex, or is it like more so like the city skirts? I'd love to move to the Philippines, affordable living and just beautiful overalls. Yeah, I've heard about like Philippines being a very nice place. So many people actually go there for like traveling and stuff like that. I think there's like so many spiders there as well though. That's another thing. I've never been to the Philippines, but I've always heard like great things about it. I don't know, for me personally, I said this before as well on the channel, I can't live in a place where I just can't speak the language. I need to know how to speak the language, otherwise I won't feel comfortable living there. Like, sure, there will be people who speak English and stuff. I just feel a little bit more comfortable in the places that I've already been in. So many people are like, oh, go explore, go live your life. No, you don't have to. If you're content where you are, you can stay where you are and still go and explore. Do you get what I mean? Like, you don't have to move somewhere else just to enjoy it. Like, you could still keep your own home country and just explore whenever you want to. Like, just because you have a home in the UK doesn't mean you can't, you know, go on like a world tour, for example, if you have so much money. Like, nobody's stopping you. Just because you don't live there doesn't mean anything, to be honest. But everyone is like each to their own. Do you get what I mean? Everyone has like their own reasoning for doing stuff. But yeah, we haven't had a dark blue color scheme yet, so that's why I'm kind of going for this for the time being over here. Being serious though, I don't think I would want to leave England. Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to leave either. Apartment, and I'd want to be in the center. Interesting. That's kind of like saying like you want to live in like central London, like picking one of the like it's just not in London though. I was gonna say what is the city right next to London? I completely forgot its name. The one with like so many business districts. I completely forgot its name. It's so good though. They have some of the most insane apartments there. Like, oh, it's so good. I completely forgot the name of the city though. It's right next to London. Completely forgot. You can literally go there by a train though. It literally like 20 minutes. Oh, I forgot the name. Hold on, I have to look it up now because closest city to London. What the hell is it called? How come I forgot the name? I literally been there. Forgot the name. I mean, it is in London, so technically it is it's not like a city. I love our culture, Sunday dinners, countryside, old villages. Yeah, I love the old villages as well. The only thing is though, there's so many like closed off rooms, so I'd have to like do major renovations into like the insides to like make it like an open floor plan concept. But I'm the type of person where like when I pick somewhere, I wouldn't like skip. I wouldn't like be like, oh, I'm bored of this, let me like move on to the next thing. I know earlier in this stream I said something about like I could be bored and like move on into the next, but that's like to do with Sims 4 builds, not to do like real life. We're doing real life. I would be so content if I had like a nice home. I wouldn't want to move at all unless like I have a major reason to. I probably would never move and would live in like the same home for the rest of my life. I would never get bored of that. But it just has to be in like the perfect location and like exactly what I want in the home, and I'll just stay there forever. I would never want to like move, you know? Like there's some rich people, right, who have like a $4 million home and then they like sell that home and go for like a $6 million home and like move and like just to get that like a little bit more expensive home. Like, to me, I feel like it's not really that necessary if it's like if it already has everything in it, you know, like you don't need to. Canary Wharf, there we go. That's exactly what I was trying to say to you guys. Sorry. So basically, you know, in Canary Wharf, they have some of the most modern looking, like luxurious apartments. Like they are, I would love to live in Canary Wharf, but the second I was in Canary Wharf, I came back home and I checked those prices for those apartments, and I was like, yep, I ain't ever gonna afford those in my lifetime. It costs like £1,000,000 just for one of those rooms, or like one of those homes. Sorry, it's not a hotel. Yeah, but like I if I had $1 million to spare, I would not put it in an apartment. I don't think so. Like maybe if I was like really rich, I would love to get it, but it's so expensive, man. Canary Wharf is so nice though. It's really, really, really nice. London is so expensive. I'll stay where I am. London is really expensive, but like only in terms of like the food and like buying stuff. Sorry, only in terms of the housing, not the food. Sorry, food is the same out of London and in of London. I don't know why people always say like, oh, once you leave London, or like when you go out of London, things are more expensive. I mean, things are more cheaper. That's so BS. I don't know where they've got that from. That is not true at all. At least in my opinion, when I've been out of London, it's the exact same prices in London, central London. Like I don't know what they're on about, but what I can tell you is the housing prices are different. That's the main difference. Like if you're trying to buy, like obviously like council tax, housing, obviously the council tax depends on your housing. So like, yeah, like it just all, that's the only main difference between like London and out of London, in my opinion. The housing prices and like renting, obviously. Crazy amounts. I'll prefer closed off rooms. Each room would be a different color. See, that's the thing about me. I'm a very simple person in real life. Like my build, you can see like I mean, even in my old build, you would see like a lot of black and white and beige and gray and whatever. But like, don't look at this build and think that this is my style. This is not my style, but I love the way it looks. Like, I mean, it is my style because I literally created it with you guys, but I mean, as in the sense that like I wouldn't pick this in real life, you know. Like I'd rather go for like a bit more like a muted minimalistic theme, solely because like that's just like my preference. But each to their own, you know. For me, the dream would be everyday countryside peaceful, and a holiday would be busy in a city. Oh, the holiday would be in a city. Interesting. Yeah, I heard it's over a £5 pin in London. My local is 320. See, that's the thing though. Like, if you go to, you know how like there's different villages like within a city. Like, sorry, it's really confusing when you say like village. In the UK, it's so much more different than like in a different country. Like if you say like a village in like it's basically like a town square. Like, you know how like there's like different towns throughout the UK. If you live in like a town close to London, it's not like that expensive, if that makes sense. Is the only difference is when you're like actually like in the central part, like the actual central part where like proper in like the central like ULEZ zone and all that kind of stuff. Like when you're on like the high streets, that's when it's like £5 a pin. Like that's when I can say like, yeah, it is a bit more expensive. But realistically, anyone who lives in London, they're not actually living like in the center London. Does that make sense? 90% of it is highway offices and like clothing stores anyway, or like normal like business districts and stuff. Like they're not a lot of residential, at least from my understanding. So nobody really is paying for £5 a pin in in their like local local pub and stuff. But I 100% get what you mean. It is expensive in central London, yes, but in my opinion, I feel like it's not enough to the point where people exaggerate it to be. Like, when it comes to tax, yes, that's a different question though. Like, that's a whole other spectrum. But yeah, I was gonna ask you guys at the beginning of the stream, or like almost like 30 minutes in, when you guys go to a resort, what do you guys do? Like, what's the first thing you guys do? Like, you guys have like 2 or 3 days. Like, what would you guys do? Do you guys spend it like at like the bar? Do you guys go to the casino? Do you guys go in the pool? Like, when it comes to like food time, do you guys actually go to every single one of the meals, like breakfast, lunch, dinner? And do you guys, what do you guys get from the buffets and stuff? I'd love to know about that. I'm kind of curious. Now, if you guys go to the buffet, what are you guys getting? I know we had food conversations before, but when it comes to a resort, I feel like it's so much more different. It's not like a regular, like, oh, like, you know, Sunday night out with like your friends or whatever, like going to a all-you-can-eat bar or like resort. I mean, all-you-can-eat restaurant. We're very different on like a resort type of thing, you know? Bar. I mean, you know what? That's where you get most of the value of your money, I guess, when you just like get the more expensive stuff. Never been to a resort. Think bed and breakfast in Blackpool. Bed and breakfast is basically the same thing, no? That's a resort style type of thing, right? Like, you basically stay there in like the hotel, and then in the evenings and like in the morning, afternoon, whatever, you go to like the buffet area, like the restaurant place, which is basically just like an all-you-can-eat type of buffet thing, right? That's what you mean by the bread and breakfast. I'm fussy when it comes to food. I don't know, so I tend to go for chips and pasta. Oh my days, honestly. That is so funny. But honestly, really relatable. Like, that is so relatable. That's the thing, like when you go to like a buffet and like you're like, I don't know what to get, you just end up resorting to things that you like most commonly eat. I can't lie though, the chips and pasta, they just hit different on like a resort thing. I feel like some people will be like, what the hell? But it actually does hit so different. It's so good. But to be honest, like to get my money's worth and like to get a bit more value out of like what I'm eating, I will go for like picking out some extra stuff as well. Like that would be like the number one, like plate one, but then plate two would be like the extra stuff, like the other meats and stuff that I couldn't fit on like near my pasta. Do you get what I mean? Because like you need to get your money's worth when you're out there and stuff. I mean, you paid all that money to go to a resort, you might as well just like try to make the most of it, right? With the drinks and stuff. The drinks, the food and whatnot. Oh yeah, I need to add a little dress over here. And I'm just gonna go for the one that has the dark blue theme. There we go, this one. And we're gonna move on because I don't want to waste too much time on these rooms, even though we have spent quite a bit. I booked to go to a hotel with a water park in October. Oh, very nice. And after I realized cocktails aren't included. Oh. How much would it have been if they included the cocktails though, or is that like not an option? That's like that's like an easy way out for them at that point. Like that's so snarky. Like people book the resort so that they can have like an all-inclusive experience. I hate restaurants and like sorry, like resorts that do stuff like that, like when they're like, oh, like this part you have to pay extra, this part you have to pay extra, like it doesn't make any sense. The whole point of going there is to get an all exclusive experience. It's kind of defeating the purpose, you know. Enjoy your coconuts. Man, that's so evil. But it's so true. Like, I mean, surely you can get like I don't know if you enjoy them, but maybe like a beer or like maybe like champagne. Surely they're gonna offer something. But yeah, restaurants resorts these days have gotten quite crazy with their pricings, but they're trying to like lower the amount that comes in it, which I feel like is quite diabolical, to be honest. But it's going to be where we have a primary bathroom on the second floor. So let's move on to here really quickly. Beer and wine is included, but cocktails are like 78 euros. I love my cocktails. Yeah. My worst holiday would be something like Disneyland or like a beach holiday. Really? Why, Brandon? I mean, I kind of understand the Disneyland one. I feel like Disneyland is really great, don't get me wrong, but like if you don't enjoy Disney or if you don't like busy environments or like theme parks in general, then you're not going to enjoy it. But like the beach holiday, you don't have to go to the beach. You can like, you know, the all-inclusive resort, like you can go to the bar, you can have like nice live shows at night, you go to the restaurant at specific times, you can go in the pool area, you can have like afternoon coffee and snacks and teas and stuff like that. And I assume because it's a beach holiday resort, you would have like nice views and stuff, you know, like you wouldn't like that? Or is that not your type of like holiday vibe? I assume you want something that's a bit more adventurous. Honestly, Kelly, if beer and wine, if you don't hate beer and wine, it's not the worst, it's not the end of the world, you know? At least there is something within the package, at least. I mean, you know what? You're gonna have to just make your money back with eating all the food, you know? Within their resort. But yeah, personally, when I go to a resort, I like it when you know, when like the chefs are like cooking it in front of you, and like they kind of like lay it out in front of you, and like they kind of like serve it to you. I feel like that's way more cleanly, and yeah, it's just a lot better, to be honest, when they do it. But obviously that's not always the case for like most of the food bits, because there's only so much that they can like do, you know, like they can't be around and under every single bit of food that they offer within the resort. If I was to pick it, it would be something like Antarctica, Africa, India, Mexico. Yeah, but wouldn't they have like, what would you do though in particular, like if it's not a beach holiday? Because I would assume or like imagine like Africa and Mexico's beaches would be insanely good. And they will probably have like waterfront villas as well, or like at least oceanfront villas. I'll struggle knowing what I was there for. Fair enough. It's more so just for like a relaxation type of thing, you know, like going into like the pool, the beach. I mean, you're paying like 800 euros to go into the beach, you know, but I don't know. It's kind of nice to like, I don't know, like all go to like the restaurant at the same time, like have like a nice open buffet area type of thing, and like just like the experience, like being there, it just feels different than like if you were to just like, let's say like you book a hotel and you like book like a regular home, like a regular hotel, and like you just go out to eat wherever you want at any restaurant, whereas like when you're in like an enclosed resort area, you kind of like feel like it's a bit more like a unique experience, you know? I want to go on a safari. Oh yeah, yeah, safari. Fair enough. 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. Then sleep. In Mexico, I'd want to find the old building. That is so specific. What do you mean the old building? Do you mean like old buildings in general? Like, would you want to like photograph them or something? I feel like personally for me, I low-key want to do like a safari myself as well, but I feel like doing it alone would probably not be good. I'll probably like want a family and then like go with them just so I can have like people to experience it with. I feel like a resort, you can actually enjoy it yourself even if you're not with other people. But like when it comes to like a safari, I don't know, it just feels a little bit more like you need to share that experience with someone. Does that make sense? Right, okay, so you mean like the more historical aspect of the country, which fair enough. I feel like you would love Italy then. Like Rome, like the areas around Rome and stuff. They're very they have so many like detailed bits and stuff around there. So much writing as well with like explaining every single bit of detail and stuff, which I think is quite interesting. I like to explore the area too. I'm going to do a Jeep Safari. I'm going to Antalya area this time. Oh, very nice. Wait, in Turkey? Safari in Turkey, really? I did not even know they did that. Italy would be incredible. Honestly, judging on what you said, I feel like you would love Italy a lot. Like specifically like the Rome areas, obviously. And maybe even maybe Spain as well, like Madrid. Oh, I didn't even know Turkey does safaris like that. That is crazy. Wow, Turkey's been at it, huh? They're pulling all the customers. They got like every type of resort type of thing there. Should I just make this bathroom like really fancy or something? Safaris in England, the city pigeon, the random street cat, and a fox you can see at night. Oh, that's so funny. The tub is from Life and Death, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, from Life and Death expansion pack. It's a really good tub, so I don't blame you asking. It's a really nice tub. Probably one of the better ones in the game, to be honest. But yeah, these are all the color swatches that it comes in. Some pretty decent ones. Like you have your plain white, beige, grey and whatnot. Like, it's really good. No worries. Or maybe like tiling like this. Could be kind of cool. For some reason I kind of went with the dark theme, but I do really like it, so we're gonna keep it. Have you seen the North Sea videos? No, I haven't actually. I don't think so. Maybe I have, but I just don't know about it. You see more cats in Turkey? Yeah, you see so many cats in Turkey, and dogs to be fair as well. Honestly, they even stroll around the hotel. Yeah, people in Turkey, everyone in Turkey loves cats, so you're gonna see a bunch of them, like train stations, shops, inside of the shop. Oh, even we went to a shop. It was literally a shop, like it was like a W.H. Smith shop, right? And there were like 2 cat beds. We didn't even notice it, but we went inside. Oh, it was so sweet. The shop owner has 2 cats, and they literally just like stroll around inside of the store, and they just let people pet it. It's so sweet. It's so nice, man. That's one way to keep people in your shop, you know. Just have a pet. People will stay there for sure. That's a good hack. If you have like a little pet, people will stay there. Unless they're allergic, then you're kind of cooked. That's another thing though. I barely hear any Turkish people being allergic to cats. Like, it's really rare for that to happen. I don't know why. Maybe they're kind of just like used to it, like their body is like immune to it. I have no idea from like a young age. No clue about that kind of thing. But yeah, I don't see those kind of cases often. I mean, not that I like go and look after like look for people who have cases who are like allergic to cats, but like you know how you like hear things in general, you don't hear that. So I'm just like, wow, like a lot of people in Turkey don't have allergic reactions to cats. At the mall. Oh, dude, that's so funny. If you do that to a cat in England, you literally lose all your aura because they just don't listen. They'll never come to you. I wish we had more dog-friendly places in England. What do you mean by that in particular? Like more dog parks or something? Catch me in Aspen falling down ski slopes. Honestly, that would be so fun to do skiing one day. That's another one on my list as well. I would love to do horse riding and skiing. Skiing, I've just seen it like, I don't know if it's snowboarding or skiing. I think it is skiing though, that people do a lot more often as like a thing, like every year during like the winter. I really would love to do skiing one time. Oh, that'd be so fun. Like, I kind of want to like experience staying in one of those like ski resorts like up in the mountains, and like they always like have like cozy fireplaces and all that kind of things, like to stay warm. Like, oh, it's such a cozy experience, man. I want to try it one day, hopefully. I mean, I do prefer more of a hot climated resort type of thing, but that's more for like summer. For like a winter, you could also go for like a good cold holiday, I guess. Doesn't always have to be warm holidays. Oh, that blue works very nicely down here. Like some shopping centers will be friendly. I know there's some, but I don't know why they all can't be. Right, in terms of that sense, I see. My kids wanted to take them home, and they have now convinced me to get a kid in a few weeks. Oh, that's so sweet. You know what though, Kelly? Your kids are living my dream, because I would love a pet cat at that age, like at a younger age. But they could just grow up with it. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's so worth it. Nicholas, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. I hope you're having a great Sunday. There's a place in the Lake District where you can walk with wolves. Oh, that's so cool. You know what I've seen? You can also do thingy with wolves. You know, like there's like one guy, I don't know where it's from though. Maybe it's like Switzerland. I have no clue. Where like they have like at least like 30 or 40 like wolf breeds or something like that, and they basically like tie you on like a little ski type of thing, and you like sit down and they kind of just like drive you through like the woods and stuff. The dogs. Oh, that's so sweet. I want to try something like that as well. I've seen so many videos like that. The kittens need a friend. Brandon, you're gonna make her get like 20 cats. The never-ending cats. Oh, that's so fun. By the way, you guys, I know this window's gonna look really messed up, and I do apologize for that. We did kind of like trick the game into making it like work on both sides, so it will look a little bit weird. But I hope you guys understand it was part of the process. There's nothing that we can really do about it, to be honest. Like, it does have to stay like that from the interior as well. I mean, this entire half wall is a bit of a nightmare to play around with anyway, so yeah, I wouldn't really bother, to be honest. Okay, another one of these like really quick rooms. I don't want to spend too much time on these ones. We're almost done, but we're not done yet, so I need to hurry up with these. I have to finish this build tonight. I have to. Let's go for another generic bedroom like this one. The more exciting part is going to be like when we move on into the nursery, which is next, and of course the primary bedroom suite, which we're going to make super fancy. Absolutely not. She has the kids to play with. She's going straight to the vet to be neutered. This house needs a basement or two. I don't think so. Or two? Two is insane. I don't think I've ever created a house with 2 basements. I do not have time for that. Nobody has time for that. Oh, we might crash. Wait, I need to save. I don't know when the last time we saved was. Brandon, you ain't tricking us tonight, mate. I can't. 30,000 likes almost. That is insane. Thank you so much for the likes, by the way, Kelly. I really appreciate it. I know there's a lot of you guys liking, but Kelly, superstar, honestly. Thank you so much. But yeah, I want to do one of those like the wolf trails again. Well, I want to do it at least once in my lifetime, where like you sit on like the sleigh or something like that. I don't know what it's called, but it is like a sleigh, and like the dogs just like pull you through the woods in like a snowy environment and stuff. It's just so nice. I think that's like a one of a kind experience to have. But apparently you can't really like pet the dogs, otherwise they will refuse to run and they'll want to like demand pets instead, which is, I find so funny. But like when you have like breaks, you can pet them, I think, but like you can't pet them until like it's over. Otherwise they're gonna get really distracted and they're not gonna run and stuff, which is so funny. A Wicked Whims dungeon in the basement, that is insane. Do enough objects come even in Wicked Wings to create Wicked Wings? Yeah, I create a whole new section at this point. Wings. Does it come with enough objects to even do like a dungeon or something in a basement? That is insane. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, wait, because it is custom content and mods, you probably have like unlimited options, don't you? Oh my days. I guess we will know what you'll be doing, Kelly, once I'm done with this build. I don't know when you're gonna put that ladder though, or that staircase. Maybe like in the lobby area around here, or in this area as well. To be fair, like maybe like one going down this way. actually, that could actually be, look, I'm not gonna make it, but if you guys want a basement, I'll put a staircase right here, something like around here, and then cover this part with like a wall, and then I'll start the basement off of here. So if you guys wanted a basement, do it over here. You're gonna find the most amount of space, because look, there's nothing going on over here. So just do the basement over here if you guys want to. But yeah, I'm not gonna make one. There's no way I can create a basement for this home. That's too much. I would carry the dog. Instead of the dog carrying and pulling you, you're gonna be pulling the dog. So funny. No, but they're so sweet though. Like I feel like at one point you do kind of feel bad for them, but they enjoy doing it. Like it's their activity for the morning. They only do it at specific times of the day to get like their like activity in, I believe. But yeah, there's like hundreds of them. There's like 12 of them. They literally like reindeers. They literally just like, because they all collectively run together, it doesn't like strain the dogs or anything like that. Like it doesn't wear them out and like make them just like super tired, because they're all equally pulling with enough power. But yeah, apparently it's like really fast and stuff, and it's really cool. I know some people they hate when other people use like other animals, like let's say like for like services and like making them like cost money, but like this one is like a really specific type of thing. Like it doesn't happen like every single time. I think it's like a really unique thing. It's not like they're being like overused and overworked. It's not like the what is it called, the one with the humps on their backs. I forgot what they're called. What the hell are they called? The one with the humps. Not llamas, but the other ones. But yeah, you guys get the point. They don't like overwork those poor animals too much. Yeah, camels. There we go. Yeah, camels. Completely forgot it for a second. It's just like sheepdogs. They're happy when heading sheep. They need to have a job. Yeah, exactly. That's literally like, they were literally born and raised to do that kind of behavior. Do you get what I mean? Like, and they enjoy it. Like, it's not harming them. It's just running activities, which I don't find a problem at all. It's more so like when you like overwork animals, which is horrible. That's when it's bad. But like if they're just running, then it's not a big deal. Plus they take like so many breaks anyway, so. I mean, I heard that a lot of people, they stopped going to zoos and stuff because like they don't support zoos. But if you don't support zoos, then all the animals within that zoo is going to suffer even more technically, because they're already there. And they're going to keep bringing more animals there. So, you know, it's kind of like a never-ending cycle. So if the zoo keeps... It's a really tricky topic, actually. You can't really it's a really tricky topic, actually. Yeah, because it's like yes and no, you know. I don't know, do you guys have any thoughts on zoos? I personally, for me, like, if those animals don't go to the zoo, they're gonna die, if that makes sense. That's why they take them in most of the time. See, for me, zoos are a hard one. Chester and Yorkshire Wildlife Park, love the animals. See, that's the thing, like, if the zoo, like, most of the time, from my understanding, they always promote zoos as like saving the animals and like helping them like grow, breed, whatever like that, and then releasing them out to the wild when they're able to do so. Like, it's not like they're just captivated there for people to go visit them. I mean, obviously that is a goal. They want people to come and visit, but you know, there's still so much labor work that has to be done to take care and like nurture all of those animals. And if someone doesn't do it, then I don't know. It's weird though. It's all around the world, these animals, man. It's tricky. It's a tricky topic. best memories was feeding lions, tigers, and leopards at the zoo. Oh, that's so nice. I hate SeaWorld making orcas perform for fun. Yeah, like I heard. See, that's the thing. The sea life type of water thingies. Those are the ones that aren't that great because I don't know how true this is, but I heard that dolphins are like really intelligent and they understand everything. So like they understand when they're basically being used and stuff, and like it's not good. Like they get used quite a bit to do like tricks and stuff. But like in a zoo, they're not really making them do tricks. Does that make sense? They're just kind of like living there and you're just there seeing them in person. And they're just captivated. That's it. That's the only difference. But like the SeaWorld one, they're actually like making them do tricks and whatnot and like forcing them to do specific behaviors and whatnot. That's the difference. Like if a zoo is just taking care of animals and then releasing them out afterwards, I don't see anything wrong with that. There's actually that's another reason why there's a lot of like sanctuaries as well. Like they take in pets and animals and stuff, they look after them, breed them if they need to, and then like they release them back into the wild. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they do, because sometimes when they're like really comfortable with like not going after like prey or whatever, then they kind of like lose those instincts and stuff. Well, they don't lose it, but like they're not as great, so they kind of die. I don't know, it's a really tricky topic to get into. I'm not even like a big animal, well, I don't go to zoos often, so it's not like something that concerns me. I don't remember the last time I went to a zoo. I think it was like with like a family, not family, a trip, school trip, like years ago. No, I haven't been to Yorkshire Wildlife Park. I have been to London's one though. I don't know where the London one is. I was so young, mate. I was like, it was a school trip, so it was like so many years ago, like years and years and years ago. Okay, I'm gonna just speed build this area at this point, and then I'll come back and do some other stuff to it before uploading it. That's good. There's 4 or 5 polar bears. I try to go once a month. Once a month to the zoo? It's quite a lot, actually.
Nobody's ever done that.
I don't think I've ever seen a polar bear in my life. I've seen giraffes, I've seen like monkeys, gorillas. I think I've seen a lion. I don't even remember. What else have I seen? I think I have seen camels before as well. Sorry. See, this one looks pretty decent. Once again, over the window, very convenient. Let's use one of these, why not? We can use a half wall here instead. Let's use the wall real quick. I'm like so tired, but I'm like, I have to push through and finish this build. Get the energy drinks out. Oh my days. Random, I think you forgot we only drink water around here, mate. No energy drinks. Put one bed in all the rooms, no toilet in the bathroom. Honestly, I think, I don't know if you were there when I mentioned it, but when I was looking for like inspiration for the build, I went into, I was like, let me look at one of the EA builds, like they can't be that bad, right? And I see like a few like of these like pendant lights, you know, the ones that like attach to the ceiling, and it was floating above the roofing because they had like a glass roof and they placed it right beneath it. And I'm like, oh, so they allow stuff like this. And in my mind, and I'm like, if I do that in one of my builds, I was like, oh my god, that feels illegal to do in my build. And I was like, I'll never do something like that. I could never leave a light purple, like imagine this, and like I leave a light like right in front of here, like right in the middle over here, instead of moving it off to like the ceiling area. I know right now it still looks like it's kind of floating, but it's not, it's on the ceiling. But like I could never do that, absolutely not. Or like just forget to do like the staircase, or like add any doors somewhere. That is like the true EA life hack. I can't believe they actually do that though. The staircase at the back of the house that leads to nowhere, yeah. Do you know what though? I tried to play devil's advocate when I saw that the first time. I was thinking like, what if, because you're like a magician, oh sorry, no, yeah, technically magician, because you got like magic powers, maybe you can like teleport outside. Was that like, is that not what they were trying to do? Like, is that not like a thing? I assume they probably did miss out on it on purpose, but like maybe they were trying to like emphasize that, oh, like instead of using the door, you can just teleport inside. Does that make sense? Or like outside and vice versa. Maybe they were trying to do that. I don't mind zoos, especially considering they're the ones keeping certain species from growing extinct. Yeah, exactly, Breezy. Like that's what I was on about as well a moment ago. Sorry if I read that message a bit late, but and for your camel response as well. Yeah, like I feel like they definitely do help with contributing to keeping animals alive and like making sure that some species don't go extinct, for sure. And like they can't, you know, do it with like their own money, so they need a bit of support from the people. So how do they get the support? People come and look at the sanctuaries, which they already keep them in. Even if it's not a zoo, they're still going to be like keeping them there anyway, so they might as well make a little bit of money off of it, right? Like it's not like they're forcing the animals to like perform tricks or like be outside at certain times to force people to see them. Like it's kind of just like the animals just living their life and you're just going to see them. Like Harry Potter run into the magic wall. No, they forgot to place a door. Honestly, most likely because they even forgot to place a toilet, and even magicians need the toilet, so you know. That was quite a funny sentence, but it's true. Like I don't know, maybe they just don't care. I don't know. Maybe they do it for like shock factor so that you can like share the packs around a little bit more to people. I don't know what their strategy is sometimes, but each to their own, right? All right, we're moving on into the nursery area finally, and then after the nursery we have the primary bedroom suite that we will be doing today. We will do all of it before it becomes 12:30. Mark my words, we will do it before 12:30. Wait, that means we have 10 minutes. Holy, okay, wait. Let me get creative here real quick. Get creative, and I picked the black swatch. But I do really like that swatch. I'm gonna pick it. I don't want to think too much, you know. We're definitely not using that. Let's use this. Let's pick out this one as well. Let's pick out, we're not going to use, should we use a Storybook Nursery kit? I mean, why not, right? It is a very fancy and gothic-y type of build, like semi-gothic-y, so might as well, you know. So let me just take both of those out. Take the bin from that one. Let's take out this as well. Let's take out this. Nice. Let's go for a bluey slash pink. No, I don't really like that color swatch. Oh, this one's pretty nice. I like this white color swatch. And you know what? This area like low-key fits perfectly over here, so I'm gonna keep that like that. I'm gonna add the changing table. Oh, I wanted it on this side, but we're not gonna keep it there. So let's do something like this. Yeah, something like that. And then we're gonna move this over here. And then we're gonna add a little rocking chair on this side. What have you had on today? Nothing much, to be honest. Okay, just gonna add that over there, and we're gonna change the color of this really quickly. Maybe like that swatch. And then we are going to change the, what is this called? Like, oh yeah, let's add this as well. I mean, this is a must. I mean, come on. I hate when sometimes the wallpaper does this, like it goes on to the other side. I always notice that does kind of happen quite a bit with my builds, but I do fix it, but it's just really annoying to have to solve all the time. I think something stacked like this could be really fun over here. I know I use these quite a bit, but they're really convenient to use in these kid rooms. Family gathering earlier, burgers and hot dogs. Oh, very nice. Just your favorites. How did it go? How did the family gathering go? There was all the siblings, 2 nephews, nan and granddad, so about 15 altogether. That's quite a lot. You said you have a really small family, but that's not small. It's not bad. The sheep one's kind of funny. I'm gonna keep that. Oh, I need to add a toy shop somewhere. Toy shop? I'm delusional. I need to add like a little toy chest somewhere, but we do have one downstairs. I think I'm just going to use this upstairs one as like a little sleeping nook type of thing, rather than it being like something that houses every single object, because we already have this directly beneath it, as you guys can see right now. So going upstairs is pretty much just like the sleeping area of the nursery instead. I'm sure you guys and anyone downloading this would probably like put two and together, and like it would make sense. I'll probably never do this in real life, having toothpicks on the first shelving unit. I was gonna keep it, but I was like, you know what, let me just, before people think I'm crazy and would leave that there. I mean, nobody cares about that. Nobody would have probably noticed that, but you know, probably not put products on the same height as kids would probably be appropriate. There we go. Something like that. I mean, this one is even worse. It has all like the chemicals. I have no idea what that is, but you know, we move. It's all good. This kid's just gonna need like some severe monitoring when it comes to this shelf. We ended up playing this game on the Switch, very competitive. Oh, very nice. I'm glad that you have some good quality family time on a Sunday. It was very nice to hear. I hope it went well. Okay, I need to find the wallpaper. There we go. This one. I love this wallpaper. You guys really know. I really like this nook. It just feels really cozy. Should I do it on this wall as well? Kind of. I think doing something like that is going to be nice. Just like an accent wall on that strip. And then this ceiling light needs changing. So let's go to objects by room. Oh, we have 5 minutes. At least if I can finish this nursery in like 5 minutes and then move on into something else, that'll be really nice. I don't want to do the cloud lighting again. I want to just add like the mobile thing. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, this could be nice around here. Or like underneath the thing itself. Where is that mobile? I don't want to use this one. We'll use this one over the bed. There we go, this one. I like using this as like a light fixture. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, but I think it looks pretty decent. There we go. Okay. And then the rest of the wallpaper, I'm going to do the exact same one as this. Maybe in like a different accent. Maybe like a bright blue like that. That's actually pretty nice, you know. I'm going to keep that. Okay, we're going to move on. We're going to move on. Don't want to spend too much time doing the same thing. So we're going to go bedroom really quick. Oh, I need to save. Hold on. I'll save like I'll waste like a few, like 1 or 2 minutes just like saving. I don't mind. I'd rather save rather than losing what we just did. The main bedroom should be a dusty pink, all walls and ceiling. You're crazy. Absolutely not. We're going for like a nice fancy brown and gold. I think you're trolling me when you said dusty pink. You just know I'm gonna struggle finding a color match like that. Yeah, I'm gonna align these guys all the way around here. Go do the same. Oh, we can't do the same over here, but it's fine. We're gonna do 2 on either side. We're gonna go for a dark brown. You know what? Dark brown and dark green. How about that? I think that's gonna be pretty decent. There we go. And then let's go to surfaces, displays, and then this one. We're going to need to add mirrors as well, so we have to take that into consideration. You know, I'm going to make these full on brown. I don't want the green on top as well. Just like an accent detail for the first base instead. Pink is my favorite. Nope, you weren't trolling me? Dark brown, pink, dark pink and gold. Okay, you know what? If we can find like a really dark pink, maybe we can try to add it somewhere. Maybe. Oh, you know what could be kind of cool if we added hold on. Yeah, I wanted to add the green, but if you both want pink, then maybe I can add a pink somewhere. Hold on. Wait a minute though. I wanted to basically add a maybe like a light fixture over here. And then maybe like a light fixture over here. So light fixture, mirror, sorry. Delusional. I just saw the light and was like, yep, it's a light fixture. But yeah, something like that. And then we're gonna add the clothing. I mean, come on, stereotypically the woman just has more clothing, you know. Let's just be so thorough here. It's always that case. And we're just gonna change the color of these. I mean, look, hey, something is pink. As I'm changing all the colors to like the most boring colors. But there's elements of pink, okay? Look, you got your brushed pink here. You got like blush, you got beige, you got all of it. You got all the colors under the sun here. You would happily have a dusty pink living room. Interesting. Interesting choice. I mean, no matter for whatever color it was, even if it was pink, I personally, for me, it's just I don't want color in a lot of my my neutral living spaces. I just want something plain and simple, you know. I get what you mean. Like, it's so muted to the point where like it doesn't even look like a proper pink. I get what you mean. Nah, this color's way better. It's like an off-white sort of like beigey type of color with like the brown detailing. I think that is kind of interesting. And then we need to add a good, like, you know what, white cupboards would also look very good in this area in particular, but we went with these, so we're going to stick with them. And then let's also get a few poofs as well. Well, you know what, maybe like a little stool around here. Let's do that. And then over on this side we can add a little poof like this. There we go. And I'll come back and add some extra stuff to like the top shelves and stuff like that, like clutter pieces and whatnot. But I don't need to waste your guys' time or my time at the time being. I can do that in my own time, you know, is what I'm trying to get at. Oh, that's actually a really nice rug, but I don't know if it's going to work here. Maybe I can try to use that in the interior or like the inner bit of the living room. I know it passed 12:30, but it's all good. We're in the primary suite, so that's all that matters. I'd rather get it done rather than you know, it's going to be worth it for sure. Okay, I'm going to stick with that for now. And you know what, I'm going to introduce some unique flooring into this area. I think that would be really cool if we had something like this circling it. Look at that. I mean, it kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. To be fair, could make it even fancier by adding this on either side. Look at that. Something like this could be very fancy. I mean, it might not be very convenient to have this like the first thing when you walk into your bedroom, but given that we don't have a lot of space to do it somewhere else, then there's not really much of a choice. But yeah, we're going to do something like that. And we're going to move on to the thing. What was this again? The bedroom. With my clothing, I don't wear any color at all, only black, only white. On a checkered top. Yeah, honestly, my clothes are very plain and simple too, unfortunately. Just think you probably would have been done with this build by now if it wasn't for the crashes. Or imagine, yeah, Breezy, to be honest, that is really true. We would have been done probably. We did have 2 back-to-back, but it was very early on. Thankfully, we haven't had any after that, which was good. I still have no idea how it happened though, or why. I feel like the game just decided to not work that day, unfortunately. And it's funny that like I literally had to like, I had already like restarted my PC and stuff before getting into the game and stuff as well. So I was like, oh, it's like proper fine. Today I didn't even bother restarting. Like the last 2 streams, I didn't restart my PC out. I was like, you know what, let me just go jump into The Sims without having like a fresh start, and it's working perfectly fine. I don't understand. I tried to like make sure stuff don't happen, and it happens even more, you know. Like it's crazy when you like, that's kind of how life works. So when you dwell on like making sure that something specifically doesn't happen, it will end up happening, unfortunately. I mean, it doesn't happen every single time, but if you dwell on something in life in general, it will unfortunately happen a little bit more. There we go. We're gonna go for this color. I really love the combination of these two together like that, and we're just gonna scale this up to 1.5. Holy, what the hell just happened? Did you guys see that? It like literally just blinked over here because of the camera. I don't know how that happened though. I had the tool mode open, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. We're gonna come back here really quickly and see, like, it literally, we just started talking about like bugs or like crashing, and it literally felt like one. It was like reminding itself that it's like it's still here, you know. And you know what, along this wall we're gonna use this wallpaper. I really like this wallpaper. In case you guys are wondering, this is wallpaper that came from the Life and Death expansion pack. Very nice. I mean, we have it, might as well use it, right? And if we want to, we can add columns on either side. I don't know if this will really matter though. We can try if it's gonna look decent. It's alright, right? It's okay. But nah, I don't know. Probably not. laundry basket. We could definitely add one of those. But yeah, so hold on, let me add a bit of lighting here real quick. But yeah, if you guys notice, every single one I build, I never get rid of the saucer light. I just place the light, like the new lighting on top of it. It's just so much more, it just provides so much more light, you know. Are these good enough? I think they are. They're a little bit too low, aren't they? It's a bit too low, but I do like the way they look, I'm not gonna lie. This is a good option as well. It's like very steampunk-esque though. You know what? I don't actually hate that. I'm actually going to use that, surprisingly. Oh yeah, and I'm going to use this in the bathroom, so I might as well place it really quickly. And then I wonder if I should just keep these. You know what? I'm just going to use these next to the and I'm just going to move this one saucer light in the middle, get rid of that. There we go. So something like this. And then we're just going to add the end tables really quickly. I could just imagine these looking really good around here, but we're not going to use those. We're going to use this one. There we go. Oh, it's going to like kind of, I hate that. I hate the idea of that. And if I move it over, it's not going to be centered. Everything is just a bit of a nightmare at this point, but you know what, we're going to push it over, whatever, it's fine. We'll add like a seating area in this like corner area. Could be kind of fun. So yeah, let me just add another one of these. There we go. Push it back a bit. I think I'm going to keep it black actually. I was going to change these to brown, but honestly, I think the black stands out a little bit more, especially since we went for like the dark wallpaper. Might as well move these over as well. And then let's go to lighting. I wish lights wouldn't disappear when we go close to the room. Honestly, I do understand why it happens though. Like, I do get it. Like, if you wanted to like zoom in on this, it would be very annoying if this was like in your way, you know? But yeah, I wish maybe like a toggle on and off switch would be really nice though. Just to give everyone like as much flexibility and customization options and abilities as possible. But yeah, I mean, you guys already know which painting's coming here. I mean, come on. You really think I'm going to use this bed and this swatch and not use this painting with this swatch? I mean, come on. With the brown frame, with the like the dark greenish detailing in like the painting itself matching the bed, how could you not? You know, like, it's the most perfect swatches ever together. It's like they were made for each other, you know, like there's nothing that goes better. It just goes hand in hand at this point. But yeah, so we're going to add a fireplace. I mean, come on. How can you not add a fireplace in a home within a bedroom like this? And unfortunately, maybe we're not going to add like a... We could add... You know what? Let's add the fireplace on this side. And then add a TV as well right above it. But we're not going to have... Hold on, wait. Let me type in Grim real quick because there's a love seat that I really like using. This one. There we go. Let's use this one very quickly. Let's go for the brown. Brown's pretty decent, but I think the black is going to stand out. Oh yeah, the black is just amazing. So we're going to go for that. And then over here in this corner, we're going to be using a few Lux seats. I think Lux seats are going to look amazing over here because they have... You can see how like I'm going like really quick, but this is usually how I am if I'm like not on a live stream. I kind of just like think in my head, so I'm just kind of like saying those full process out loud for you guys. But that's basically how I roll with these builds. Just go with like the flow. Because I already built so much in The Sims, I kind of know what kind of works well together, and I kind of have like a set amount of items in my head that I think are going to work nicely together as well. Pulling off modern takes talent. It's the hardest style to get right. I agree, Brandon, you know, that's actually really true. Because you can make modern, like, I don't know, there's just something about it, like, you need to have the vibe, like, you know, you need to know what looks good together. Especially in The Sims, when it's so limited. But I don't think it's impossible. I think everyone can easily do some amazing modern designs. But I mean, like when you're doing it off the top of your head though, it's not an easy thing to do. Like I don't think someone who is new to The Sims will be able to do it at like this speed, unfortunately, unless they like keep building over and over again, which honestly applies to any skill. Like if you don't keep applying your skills or learning something new, then you're never gonna like really get to a point where like you do it at a fast pace. Applies to anything in life, to be honest, not just building in The Sims. Yeah, I think maybe like a stone one could look kind of interesting like that. I'm gonna take these curtains. Modern, it's so clean and straight lines, and imperfections will stand out. Honestly, you saying that reminds me that like I don't think even I'm great at modern designs, to be honest. Like it looks modern, but I don't think it's like truly modern. Do you know what I mean? I think it's also very subjective as well, though. Like someone might classify, like, let's say like these curtains that I'm placing right now are very modern, but then someone else will be like, actually no, they're not, because they have these humongous what are these called, the railing like round bits and stuff. Like maybe they're too big and they're not classified as modern, they're maybe like a bit more artsy or something like that. But like I don't really get into that kind of thing. I don't really care about that. I'm like more like, if it looks good together, then I'm gonna use it together. Do you get what I mean? I don't want to like sit there and dwell on like if it's gonna look better if I use like a different curtain or a little bit more modern. Like I'm very lenient with my choices, is basically what I'm trying to say, because otherwise I'll be here all day pretty much just like trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. I think with The Sims you have to be very efficient, especially if you want to be a builder. Oh, this one would look so good over here, and then we could change the color to like a dark brown. And then maybe change the wallpapers as well really quickly. Even the exterior modern houses can look so flat, so making them look 3D is so hard. I assume you mean like in The Sims, right? To be honest, the only trick that I kind of use a lot is let's say like, you know, when you want to use like flooring, like let's say like you want to use white flooring, but then because you have flat ceilings and you want to use white there as well, it makes a lot of sense if you use like your plain ice white for the roofing and then use like a less whiter flooring, if that makes sense. So just like, even if there's like a slight difference, there's still enough of a difference to differentiate between the two. Like even if you don't realize it, your eye kind of like catches it. At least that's like kind of what I do within most of my builds. I mean, that's literally what we did for the last build, like the island one. I ended up using different shades of like black, for example, for the wallpapers, different shades of white concrete and stuff like that, like just to make it seem a bit more different from all the different angles and like the walls and stuff. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about this little area, but it's all right. I don't want to place the rug beneath the thing area, the plant area, but I mean, it is what it is. And I think this is fine. I think I'm fine with this. I'm happy with the way it's turning out so far. But yeah, it might feel a little bit empty because we don't have any like what's it called? We don't have a desk or like a wardrobe in here, and I'm not really planning on adding a desk either, so like this area as well feels relatively empty right in front of this mirror, the window. We could technically add a mirror over here, but I don't want it to be facing the bed. I feel like that's, I swear they say that's like bad in real life, no? When you when you have a mirror facing the bed, something like that. Oh no, we can actually add one like right in this corner though. I mean, it's literally defeating the purpose. It's still facing the bed, so Your beach view modern house with the black kitchen, incredible. Oh, I love that kitchen, mate. Oh, such a good house and a kitchen. It's one of my favorite beach houses that I probably ever created in The Sims, to be honest, because it just fits my vibe perfectly. Like, I have a beach home that had like 500k views, but that one, I really love the way it looks. It's very modern, ultra minimalistic, whatever. But the one that we just created is just, it's so good. There's just something about it. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave this room for now. I'm going to maybe add some extras to it later on. But I'm happy with the way it's turning out. I think it's pretty decent. There's enough detail within it, you know? But yeah, so this is the behemoth. What is this line? What is that? I have no clue what that is. How long does it go for? I have no idea what that is, but there's like a little black line that goes across here. Can I select it? I don't think I can. Maybe if I remove the floor? Oh, it's the roof. Yeah, because of the roof errors and issues and stuff like that, you would see sort of things like that. I mean, it is what it is. We can't fix that. So, yeah. This bathroom calls for like a bathtub right in the middle of the room, but we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We could do something like this where it's like a bit far away, like further away from like the wall itself, but oh yeah, and another thing that I think would work very nicely is maybe like really big black tiles, something like this. But because the tiles aren't centered, it looks really weird. Maybe we can just have it on the outside. Sorry, I literally just ruined everything. Could do something like this, which I think is pretty interesting. We could even get rid of this part, so it's like a little U shape. Could look kind of cool. I know I said I don't want it like right next to the wall, but I wanted it in between like the grout and stuff. Towel. Oh my god, 35.4k likes. That is insane. Have we ever got to that point before? Is that our highest? Or did we get 50k before? That is insane. Thank you so much, Kelly. Yeah, we're gonna add a very fancy double sink unit area. This, honestly, we can even create like a his and hers type of bathroom type of situation. Should we do that? I don't know if it's necessary, but we can. Hold on. Oh, we can even create, hold on. I haven't, truth be told, I've never really created elevated bathtub type of designs before. I wonder if I should try with this one today. Maybe like cut the corners off, or like create a curve. I don't know, there's too many options. This is gonna kind of ruin the I can't do this, man, because we're gonna have like a his and hers on either side, so it's not gonna fit everything that I want to. So I guess this bathroom is just not big enough for the time being, but we will do it one day in another one of those huge big mansions. But let me do something that I've actually really missed doing. I haven't really done it in a lot of my recent builds because they weren't big enough, but I like placing a poof next to my my bathtubs, and then hold on, let me change this to like a bit more like a ceramic color, and then we get the towel real quick. Let's get a towel. Let me raise it up and basically just place this right above it like that. I know it's a little bit floaty, but it is what it is. And then we can add like a dark green to it. I think that's going to look very high-end and sleek. And then I know we literally have towels over here, but you have to remember that these people are fancy AF, so they're going to have everything. And then we're going to be placing sinks on this side. Let's go for these ones. Business and hobbies are so good for this. Place it right in the center. Let's change the color to like maybe this one, just so it contrasts a little bit more from the flooring. Jennifer Aniston's Black Kitchen is incredible. Oh, I need to check it out. They'll definitely have it. Toilet in the middle of the room, luxury. What do you think? To TVs in the bathroom, some will have it built into the bath. Yeah, literally like right across the bathtub, they will literally have like a toilet. I mean a TV. I think that's not it. I don't like the idea of that. It is fancy, but man, but not for me. Vio, hey, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for joining. I appreciate it. Holy, almost at 40k likes. Insane. Maybe we can reach it before I finish this bathroom, which is the last thing of this entire home. Oh, I do like these candle wall sconces, but I do also like these ones as well. Where are we using the other rooms? Let me see. What did I use in this one? I didn't use one in this one. Oh no, I did. I used these. I don't like these ones in the bathroom though. Like for a really fancy bathroom. It's nice there, but not in this one. This is like ultra modern. I think this one's gonna work best. And we need to lower its lighting as well. Maybe to like maybe like an almost like an off color, 68%. I know I could literally just type it in, but I was trying my luck and it's not here yet, so also I need to move this. All light and fixture. I need to actually lower that one a bit. Not this one. The this one. There we go. And then we can raise this one back up. Raise that one a little bit up, I guess. And then of course we need an accent wallpaper. Speakers built in the bathroom. Oh, that's so good. ONG so big. Yeah, huge bathroom. And it's an ensuite, by the way. It's not even it's not even like a primary bathroom or something. It's open. I mean, it's private. Oh, that looks very sleek. Maybe we can do something like this on either side. Could look kind of cool. Does this have a dark green? It's not good. It's not a good dark green. I low-key want a dark green around here, so let me see if I can filter for it. No, we don't have any dark green, unfortunately. Unless we have like maybe like a gold. A gold could work here as well. Let's search for like yellow. It's way too gold though. Yeah, honestly, out of every type of object in this entire game, columns always fail me. We don't have any good columns. Like, at least in my opinion, I feel like none of them are really good enough. Always disappointed with columns. Whoa, that is really fancy though. It's really woodeny though. Nah. None of them are it. Yeah, we ain't gonna use that. But what we will use are strip lights. Strip lights are so good. Shouldn't struggle getting gold right. Honestly, they do an amazing job around here. I know this is more like a brass color or whatever, but no, they do a pretty okay job, like around these like brassy bits. I mean, it's not really gold though, it's brass, I think. But it looks, I don't know, I really like it like that. If you're happy and you know it, tap the screen. How do you change the color tone in game? Is this part of the mod? No, it's so if you have better build by mod, if you hold shift and then click on the object that has a lighting thing, you can change it to anything that you want. So it's pretty cool, and you can do this in build mode. Normally you can only do this in live mode, I think. Oh, a yellow Loki kind of matches nicely around here, and it changes the color of the bulb and everything, so you can get your Hue Phillips in the Sims 4 as well, which is very convenient. Oh, you know what? Nah, I don't know if this is gonna work. I was gonna do like a toilet here, a toilet there with the doors, but it's too close, isn't it? It's a bit too close. I need better build my mod. Yeah, I finally sold you on it, huh? I'm gonna make a very luxurious shower here. I think that's gonna be the most sensible option and the best use of this space. I was gonna create like another sink unit area over here, but that's just waste, you know, there's no point in doing that. Might as well make a shower that's going to be a bit more functional. Oh, I need these back again. That's it, I'm getting the laptop out. Here comes 3 hours of CC shopping. I'm getting it now. Honestly, it is really good though. Oh, I forgot to add a thingy. These guys. And then we're gonna add sink, soap, dispensers. Toothbrushes. I mean, you have to have the toothbrushes. There we go. And then let's change this flooring as well. And let's also change the fencing over here as well. Make it a nice, simple black color like this one. There we go. Oh, you know what I could... Oh, I got a good idea. Hold on. I don't know if it will work. Hopefully it will, but I don't think so. But I can at least try my best. It was with the marble flooring that came with Magnificent Marble, if I'm not mistaken. This one with the corner piece. Please tell me this is gonna work. Ah, it doesn't work. I was thinking of creating like a little... Oh, The Sims always disappoints me, man. No, I wanted to create something like this, and then it was gonna be like a little corner. It was gonna be like a little square in the middle. It was gonna look so good. I mean, I could do that, but like, what the hell is that? What is that, man? I mean, these only work like, let's say, like you need to have like a gap in between, otherwise it doesn't work. Which I mean, I understand, but you know, it is what it is. We could still, I don't know if we could actually. I just wanted a pattern. This makes no sense though. Oh, you know what? We can have the checkered pattern though. We could do this one. Oh, that's actually pretty decent. Yeah, that one's so good. And then we can add stuff around here. Twisted Mexi, yeah, Twisted Mexi mod. I mean, if you're gonna get Build by mod, you might as well get Tool as well. I assume you already have Tool though, based off of recent, past discussions. Oh yeah, I need a hamper. Let's add like one of those over there. There we go. Maybe like a painting up here. Oh, I forgot my strip lights. I forgot to show you them. I love placing my my strip lights from Spa Day. Where the hell did they go? There we go. Oh, way too big. There we go. I love using these in bathrooms and saunas and stuff. Oh yeah, literally forgot a toilet. Hold on. Wall. Let's place it exactly like that. Perfect. You know what? I really love this bathroom. It's so fancy. It's so over the top and extra. Like so much marble going on. It's like a disgusting amount of stone. But truly, I love a bathroom like this. I don't think I can ever amass amount of money to make a bathroom like this. But at the same time, you know, it is what it is. What do I also like adding? Loan. I mean, you're really that rich and you just have like toilet paper lying around like this. You definitely need a little bit more storage space than this in a bathroom. Let's be so for real. I mean, like, maybe this is enough for you guys. I don't know, but maybe like a plant as well. Oh, it's kind of clipping the... I hate when it clips. It just doesn't look realistic. Let's do the vine, the miniature vine. That one always comes in clutch. There we go. That one looks way better there. And then maybe let's change the stone to like a... Oh, the blue. I don't hate it. But we have a lot of black and white, so we might as well just go for the black. There we go. That's actually really nice. What's my biggest pet peeve? I don't actually know. I need to think about it and answer you. If I think about it and then eventually answer you, I will. Oh, black bath, black toilet. Really nice. Let me finish it off with Thing is, like, I don't want to just say a random pet peeve. I want to like be honest. I'm trying to think of one, but it doesn't come to like at the top of my head. What is your pet peeve in particular? I mean, I hate... A lot of people's pet peeves are like, you know, like when people eat with their mouths open, or like when someone says like a specific phrase, or like when they do like something that like annoys them. But like to me, I'm a really easygoing person, so I'd like to say that a lot of things don't annoy me that much. Finally downloaded. Nice. Oh, I know what I need to add to this bathroom. Not in terms of painting. I kind of said that in the worst way because you guys are probably expecting some amazing painting now, but I'm actually talking about something completely different. We're gonna add it over here and just, this is like the last bit. So we're gonna type in shelf. We're gonna use these shelf pieces that came from the sleek bathroom kit as well. Yep. We're gonna search up towel. we're gonna use either, I think we're gonna go for these towels instead. They just feel a little bit more nicer than the sleep bathroom. I'm sorry, but these, they're a little bit too like squished together. Do you get what I mean? Like, they're like very small looking towels. So yeah, we're gonna have 3 of these guys, and then one is gonna be the fill plant, and then one is gonna be the soap. Perfect. And then we're gonna have something like this, just like stacked. And there you go, that is pretty much it. I mean, we could change the wallpaper for this area as well. That doesn't work with the line going in between. People chewing? See, that's the thing, like, I don't really mind if people chew or not. I don't really chew, I never chew with my mouth open, but like, I don't really care if other people chew with their mouth open. Like, it doesn't annoy me. Like, I wouldn't want you to, but it's not like, it doesn't result to like it being a pet peeve, you know, if that makes sense. Cool house, thank you so much, Virtual Cinema, I appreciate it. But yeah, I think we're finally over with this. You know what? Maybe I should add curtains as well. There we go. Okay, I think I'm done. Let me save real quick before I lose everything, because I ain't doing that all over again. You guys are gonna get an empty home. But yeah, I think we're done with this build. Finally, thankfully, we are finally done. So many ups and downs with this build, with the crashes and whatnot, and the roof issues. Stable on the back garden enemies, yeah, mate, for sure. You know what? I would love to add that, but you know what? Unfortunately, we just don't have enough space. You know, I think it'll be an amazing addition. We just don't really have a space. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Now, I'll probably add some extra stuff to this backyard. I don't know. It does feel a little bit empty, but I like the way it looks. I think having emptiness is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I mean, look at this behemoth of a home. I still need to add some stuff to the outdoor areas as well. And the, what is this called? The, oh wait, that kind of, wait, why do we have outdoor? Hold on. There we go. Okay, fix that. Yeah, I get so many of these like random wallpaper issues on the other. There we go. We've got another one over here. I have no idea why that happens. I have no clue, but yeah. Okay. The only thing I have left to do is like these hallway areas and this like indoor outdoor balcony areas, and that's pretty much it. So, well, we're not going to do that here because we are done. We are done. I'm not doing anymore. I don't know why I'm moving these because I already saved, but we could just save again. It's not a problem. Oh yeah, let me get these lights though. I'm just going to keep going at this rate. No, I'm actually tired. I need to head out. Let me save. We're going to continue with a new build anyway on 365k. That's not even that much. This is a really cheap home for how big and detailed it is. I'm kind of annoyed that it's not more expensive. I can't pronounce your name, so sorry, but thank you so much for following. I really appreciate it. You done good. It's an incredible build. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. The back garden looks good. Yeah, I'm happy with the backyard, especially with the custom pool area, which I feel like nobody really trusted the process, but only me. But I'm really happy with it. Maybe we could add like a diving board over here. That could be kind of fun. But anyway, I'm just gonna keep getting ideas if I don't head out. So, wait. Oh, I forgot to change the coloring for that, but that's fine. we're going to worry about that later on. But yeah, that is it for today's video. I was about to say speed build. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream and kind of got some enjoyment out of it in terms of watching or any ideas. This is the end result of this build. I might change the roofing, I might not, I don't know. It does feel a bit too dark, but I love the contrast that it has with the plain white walls as well. But yeah, it's been a really fun build. You know what's frustrating when you do all the sims and all this is, oh, that's actually, I assume you mean like the poor quality decoration moodlet thingy, or is it like actually specific to their taste? Because I know that they can like specific decor styles, like let's say like if they like a modern style or like a modern style, more traditional style, like you can pick that for your sims. So yeah, they can say if they like it or not, like in terms of their taste, because I believe it can with Dream Home Decorator, no? With like selecting your different styles that you prefer. But either way, regardless of if the sims like it or not, you always can, you know, drown them, light them on fire, you know, there's a lot of different opportunities. Those are just a few. Yeah, the poor mood, honestly, that most of the time it happened to me on the Dream Home Decorator. Yeah, well, hopefully you shouldn't get that with this build because we colored every single flooring and wallpaper. Normally they do that if you have like empty areas here and there throughout your entire build, but we don't have anything for this build, so it should be fine. But yeah, I'm gonna slowly head out, you guys. Thank you so much to all of you guys for all the support, and Katie, shout out to you for all the likes for this build, which has been insane. 43,400 this live stream is insane. I appreciate you so much. He has the pool to do it, honestly. Yeah. Perfect pool to drown them in. But thank you so much to all of you guys who have tuned in for this entire 8-part series. I really do appreciate every single one of you guys. If you guys want to see the entire construction of this build or any of the other ones, check out the VODs over on YouTube or TikTok, on Twitch. I would love for you to check them out if you guys want to see how we did something in particular or any part of this build in general. But thank you to all of you guys who have supported me throughout the entire way, and yeah, I will be live again on Tuesday, so make sure to stay tuned for that, when we will be starting a brand new build. But thank you to all of you guys for all of your support and for hanging out on today's live stream. So thanks so much again, and I'll see you guys in the next video, I'll see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. So take care, everybody, and I'll see you guys then.